I also have Limp Bizkit tickets to give away. 866-YO-ROVER, 866-967-6837. When is that show, Doogie?
Wednesday, May 18th. This is in Youngstown at the Covelli Center. You can get more information at limpbiscuit.com.
All right. Caller 30 right now, 866-YO-ROVER. I'll give you those Limp Bizkit tickets. And we will be back live tomorrow morning. Have a great day. It's Rover's Morning Glory. Bye.
Yes. Rover's Morning Glory.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy as we move through this Thursday. A few tiny showers could come on shore for the morning, but most of us are dealing with a dry sky. Starting with temperatures near 70, we're going to be near 80 this afternoon. The big story once again is that wind coming in out of the east, sustained near 15 to 20 miles per hour.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples has your workspace covered with functional furniture and organizational items curated by Staples Work From Home Style Squad. This week, save up to $100 on select chairs. In-store only offer ends 4/30, limit 2. Explore solutions for your workspace at Staples, the working and learning store.
Cases of COVID-19 have receded in the wake of the Delta and Omicron variants of the virus. But some wonder if yet another variant of the coronavirus is on the horizon. We asked Dr. David Bannock, Associate Professor of Medicine at the UConn School of Medicine, about the threat of another variant.
I think we need to be mindful that this virus has shown an ability to change, and it may continue to do so in the future. I think the other piece of this is that we have much more robust systems now in terms of tracking variants, and now we have very robust surveillance able to detect new variants as they start to appear, even moving outside of clinical specimens, moving into things like wastewater testing, where we can start to really identify variants very early on if new variants should appear. So I think the overall message is that we need to be mindful that new variants can appear, and we have to have the systems in place to be able to detect them, which fortunately we do.
To find COVID-19 vaccines and boosters near you, check out vaccines.gov.
Hey, it's Greek from Monroe's and Palm Beach, where you can find beautiful ladies 7 days a week, great atmosphere, and a 5-star menu. And coming up April 23rd, it's the Wizards Ball. You don't want to miss it. 500 cash prizes for the best costume in the house. Monroe's open 7 days a week till 5 a.m. Beautiful ladies, 5-star menu, and a great place to just hang your hat. And April 23rd, it's Monroe's, a Palm Beach Wizards Ball. Peace!
Wow, what a week. Yesterday, I was supposed to sign my first mortgage, but there was this huge car accident on my commute. The bridge that led to the nearest First Republic Bank was closed. Traffic was bumper to bumper. It seemed impossible I'd be able to get there by the end of the business day. I was freaked. I had no idea what would happen if I didn't sign the papers on time. So then I get a call from my personal banker. He says Dennis from the nearest First Republic has a bike and is en route. No kidding. So this guy shows up, has me sign the documents, and takes them back to First Republic Bank on a bike. I mean, if that's not service, I'm not sure what is. So thanks, First Republic. You helped me get my first home under unbelievable circumstances.
Personalized service, customized solutions, quick decisions. At First Republic, it's a privilege to serve you. Visit our Palm Beach, Jupiter, or Palm Beach Gardens offices. FirstRepublic.com, First Republic Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Don't miss the Florida Outdoor Expo, April 22nd through 24th. Come to the South Florida Fairgrounds in West Palm Beach and bring the entire family to explore hunting, fishing, camping, boating, hiking, biking, and even Dock Dogs jumping contest. There's even special guns, ammo, and archery displays with great deals. The Florida Outdoor Expo brings the community together to experience and explore outdoor activities. If you can do it outdoors, it's at the Expo. Parking is free, so beat the lines. Get your tickets at FloridaOutdoorExpo.com.
This is an important notice to consumers facing $10,000 or more in credit card debt, medical bills, or other unsecured debt. You're not required to pay it all back because there are special programs now in effect that will significantly reduce the amount you will owe if you qualify. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. These programs, which the credit card companies like to keep secret, exist to aid American consumers struggling with overwhelming credit card debt by offering tremendous savings and real debt relief. Accredited Debt Relief has established a special hotline for you to call and learn what savings you qualify for. They've helped qualify consumers with over $1 billion in debt and are A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. So don't wait. Get the relief you need during these hard economic times. For this free information, call the Accredited Debt Relief Hotline now. Call 800-984-8484. 800-984-8484. That's 800-984-8484.
9 out of 10 doctors say their patients have asked about the health benefits of CBD. This clearly suggests how CBD has become an essential part of health and wellness. And in honor of National CBD Awareness Month, CBDistillery.com, America's most trusted name in CBD, is announcing their biggest sale of the year. Visit thecbdistillery.com and enter Radio 40 for your huge National CBD Awareness Month discount. Again, enter Radio 40 at thecbdistillery.com. That's thecbdistillery.com. Not available in Idaho, Iowa, and South Dakota.
As a small business owner, your bottom line is always top of mind. So start saving by switching to Comcast Business Mobile. It's a mobile service designed for small business that can save you money with unlimited data for just $24 per line per month for 10 lines. Perfect for any small business looking to grow. Or you can pay by the gig. And with access to millions of Wi-Fi hotspots, you'll pay only for the data you need, with no line fees, activation costs, or term contracts. You can save up to $500 a year on your wireless bill, all on the most reliable 5G network. And it's only available to Comcast Business Internet customers. So boost your business's bottom line with a more reliable, more affordable mobile service by switching to Comcast Business Mobile today. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Comcast Business Mobile utilizes the network with the most RootMetrics 5G data reliability assessment wins in 2H 2021. Wi-Fi networks not tested. Results may vary. Award is not an endorsement.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
95 looking good, accident-free from Boca to Jupiter. We had a crash on the Turnpike, and this is blocking the northbound lanes. This is in Martin County. Northbound, it is just a few miles to the north of Indiantown Road, so that's a spot you will want to avoid. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by ExpressPros.com. For inspiration to reach your goals, join Ben Nemtin to get on track with 5 steps to make the seemingly impossible possible. Register at ExpressPros.com/ExpressTalks. A free virtual event May 5th from Express Employment Professionals. ExpressPros.com.
This is WCCR FM, West Palm Beach, Real Radio 92.1, powered by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Been in an accident? Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter the keyword BANK, B-A-N-K, on our website, realradio921.com. That's BANK, B-A-N-K, on our website, realradio921.com. Good luck from Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
I got time to start the day, time to get up.
First, you have to give me a high five.
Can I ask why?
It is National High Five Day.
He keeps asking me to give him a high five.
Give me a high five.
High five. High five.
Give him a high five.
It's a day devoted to giving and receiving high fives. But the high five is just so stupid.
High five.
Happy High Five Day to you.
Showtime.
Well, color me happy. There's a sofa in here for 2.
First time in an elevator.
Penthouse. The Penthouse. Wow, great view. I bet you can see all the way to the ocean from out here.
Penthouse, top floor, got everything I need and a lot more. High ceilings, marble floor, and my penthouse.
Hey, Mr. Greek, can I get your autograph?
Hey, Greek, what's happening, pal?
I'm 6 deep behind a 4. You can't find me.
Oh my God, it's Greek!
You're listening to The Penthouse. Here's The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Yes, it is The Penthouse on a Thursday. Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are having a good day. Appreciate you always listening to R&R 921. Got a lot coming at you today, as always. Got a big giveaway at 11:45. Some country music tickets that I think that you will enjoy. You got 9 chances a day to win $1,000 on Real Radio. Who doesn't want cash? And it's coming at you. Powerball's $400 million. Might not hit that, but maybe you can win $1,000. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And Francis is here.
Hello. Happy Little Friday.
Happy Little Friday. I think that Franny has some things that she wants to bring up.
Oh, I just wanted to start with some pleasantries first before I start my bitch fest. Let's get people's day started.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Let's be happy first.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. I had a couple. We had this argument not that maybe a couple years ago about, is it venting or is it bitching? I'm gonna bitch. That's what I'm gonna say.
But you don't know. I mean, I think it's for other people to decide.
No, I'm saying I'm going to bitch. That's it's coming out of my mouth, so I'm gonna. I'm saying I'm gonna bitch. So 2 things. First of all, even though maybe we are not in the middle of this crazy pandemic or whatever, what happened to people wiping down their gym equipment? Today I noticed so much, and my husband was telling me too, that he's been recently going. It's like people they're like, whatever. I don't care, coronavirus or not.
They don't do it.
It's disgusting.
Yeah,
You're sweating all over it. You're doing whatever. It's just people get staph infections at the gym. I saw over 20 people get up after sweating all over a piece of equipment and just walking away.
Yeah, they stopped at my gym too.
It is crazy, right?
But there used to be, the only thing I would say at where I was going in my apartment complex, they seem to have more stuff out then that they don't have anymore, but still people are not wiping down.
No, yeah, nobody. And I know the staff comes by and cleans every now and then, but they're not doing it after everybody, and that shouldn't be their job. It says there's signs everywhere. Clean up after you use it.
Sure. That was something that should always have been done. It
always.
has nothing to do with the pandemic, really.
But that's the only time I ever saw people doing it.
True,
Yeah.
true, right? Because they were afraid for themselves.
Yes.
Now that they're not afraid for themselves, they don't care about other people.
I mean, I went to go use the leg press. I went to go use a piece of equipment today, and I saw the person not clean it. So obviously I went with my spray bottle. But when I went and I looked, I mean, just sweat covered the back seat of it. I was like, this is terrible. And so I started paying attention. And I was like, nobody is. People are hopping on the treadmills and walking away. So this is just my PSA. I'm sorry. It's just disgusting. It truly is.
I don't think it's bitching.
And so that is my first vent.
Oh, there's more? All right, hold on.
Yes, I came in very hot and dramatic today.
Okay. Got the right music for you now.
So
the phone lines are lighting up.
Yeah, look at this.
They are. So my second thing, this is more on a personal level, because the gym thing everybody should care about, by the way. So do you remember about the dress I told you that I paid for, and I think it was like some Chinese company, and I got scammed.
Like $50.
And I sent them an email, and the email bounced back saying it was a bogus email, basically, like it didn't work. So I started doing some more research, and I found out some girls who, quote unquote, got scammed too or whatever, ended up reaching out, they have an Instagram page.
Okay.
So I reached up and I messaged them on Instagram.
Okay.
Somebody responded back. I don't know if it was a bot or whatever, but they responded back to me. So I was like, awesome. So then they say your dress is on its way, and they sent me tracking number. And I was like, okay. Well, I got it. So that's not my bitch, because I should be happy, right? So I got it finally, and I'd rather have not gotten it, because when I opened it up, it was like a glitter bomb went off in my house.
Oh.
So the dress is supposed to be gold sequences, and instead it looks like somebody just took glitter and just put it all over the dress with glue. It is so bad, and it is made so poorly. I kind of wish they would have kept it, because then I wouldn't have known what I just spent $50. Because now I can't. There's no return policy on it.
Can you wear it for Halloween?
So I wish I would have known. No, when I opened it up, we got to get my husband on. There is glitter all over my house. I have
just from opening the box.
Just from opening up the bag of the dress. Just pulling out the dress, and it just rained glitter all over my house. I have it in my floors. I have it on my bed. I have it in my shower.
That sounds like a lot of glitter. And it was a small dress.
It's not a big dress. I'm like, this is a joke, right? Like, I feel like they do that on purpose. Just
so
like,
you don't bother them.
Ha, yep, you just got glitter bombs. I think it's a glitter bomb service. So yeah, that's it. I'm done.
It's really not a lot. I don't think that was either one was a bitch.
Oh, no, but I'm saying, so I bitched so much about that dress not coming through, and I thought I got scammed. I kind of wish I did get scams. I really do. I wish.
Well, now you got it.
I wish they never gave it to me.
Well, now you got to get a dress for Jamaica.
Because now I have glitter and like crevices that I just can't get out. It's just this, it's oh
boy.
Because even after I was like, damn it, this thing looks like crap. I tried it on anyways, just in
there
case.
It is. Glitter bomb went off.
I tried it on and it did. It looked like a 5-year-old sewed it and just put glitter all over it.
Maybe it was like a project.
In the picture, it was sequences. Like it was sewn on sequences.
Do you have the picture?
Of what the dress should look like?
Yeah, I would love to see it.
Yeah, I'll find it for you.
All right, there's ways to get involved with the show, especially if you know where the glitter is. 877-927-6969.
Can you find it?
6969.
Draw me a picture with a map or something. Anything.
You can email us. You can text us, Real Radio 47142. You can also email Jimmy at realradio921.com. You can just watch us on Real TV, sponsored by Monroe's of Palm Beach. Don't forget that Saturday night, they have their big Monster Ball with cash and prizes up to $500.
Monster Ball?
Monster Ball.
What? You mean their Wizards Ball?
A Wizards Ball.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, Wizards Ball. I'm sorry.
Monster Ball.
No, I'm sorry.
That's a movie.
Yeah, Monster Ball was last month. This is a Wizards Ball. Jimmy, do we have somebody on hold?
Yeah, we got our buddy Jim on the line. Jim, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hey, good afternoon. Or actually, good morning. How's everybody?
Good
morning.
Good.
Jim, how are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Been better.
Good. So actually, I've been a personal trainer for the 20-some-odd years, and I just recently, started going back into the gym, doing some workout, and my community.
Yes.
And the same thing, you get these people who will, first of all, I don't understand, they'll wipe down the first piece of equipment with one piece of whatever it is, and then they use that thing throughout the entire workout. So they wipe down all the equipment with the exact same paper, which obviously is dried out by then.
Yeah.
But you also have people, which I think is disgusting. They bring in towels. They put towels down so they're not sitting, against whatever somebody else is using, and then you see them in the gym then take that same towel and wipe their face. Which, what sense does that make?
Probably none, but that's what they're doing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. They're probably not thinking, obviously.
Yeah, it's weird. No, and then you have people, one more thing, you have people that will wipe down the piece of equipment when they sit on it, but then they don't wipe it down when they're finished. So it's just, I don't think there's ever going to be a happy medium unless there's somebody who actually stays there and wipes it down after, each person, but it's never going to happen.
Yeah, or we get some gym police in there and they just follow people around and regulate.
Well,
you didn't wipe that down. You didn't wipe that down.
The purple and yellow that we used to go to, they would, sometimes they'd get some good employees in there that would patrol it because you are supposed, they have signs everywhere to wipe down the equipment after you're done. And the one that I went to was pretty good about staying on top of people when they saw that it was habitual. Yeah. But it doesn't happen every time. And I always kind of looked at it this way. Just go wipe down every machine that you go to work on. Just before and after.
Yeah.
What's worse is when you wipe down a machine to go use it, and then you go to throw the paper away, and then somebody goes over and sits on it. You're like, really?
I wasn't cleaning it for you, buddy. But you're right. You have to be you have to be accountable for yourself, and as long as I guess you protect yourself and you clean and you do whatever, then that's all that matters. I was just very caught off guard to see how many people just don't care anymore.
I think that's what it is. I just think they don't care. Yeah. And I think for a while they were doing it because of COVID, and then it stopped.
For themselves.
Yeah.
Because people are selfish.
All right, that's my bitching for the day.
All right,
well, thank you for piling on. I appreciate it.
My gears.
Yeah. You're not
Thanks,
bitching.
Jim.
You're just venting, by the way. You're not benching. It is the Penthouse on a Thursday. If you got a bid your event, call us 877-927-6969. Love to hear it. Got a lot going on, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
The bad news, the brain isn't all that great at hearing stuff and remembering it. The good news, you can watch us too. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 92.1.
Hayes Greek, get ready for the Fresh Pick Pricing event at Diamonds Direct. This is an annual event everyone waits for. It's happening April 29th, 30th, and May 1st. A spectacular 3-day store-wide sale. Get Diamonds Direct already unbeaten value, plus an extra 20% off. Virtually everything's on sale. All wedding bands, earrings, bracelets, and thousands of engagement rings. When Diamonds Direct has a sale, you know it's a real deal. I'm talking extreme value right here at Diamonds Direct. Plus, Diamonds Direct top designers are flying in with their entire collection. It's truly your event of the spring. It's like the biggest jewelry trunk sale you've ever seen. If jewelry's in your future for a proposal, anniversary, birthday, graduation, you need to be at this event. Save an extra 20% during the sparkling store-wide sale. 3 days only, April 29th, the 30th, and May 1st. Only at Diamonds Direct. Get special hours, directions, and more. Details at diamondsdirect.com. Don't miss it.
This is an important notice to consumers facing $10,000 or more in credit card debt, medical bills, or other unsecured debt. You're not required to pay it all back because there are special programs now in effect that will significantly reduce the amount you will owe if you qualify. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. These programs, which the credit card companies like to keep secret, exist to aid American consumers struggling with overwhelming credit card debt by offering tremendous savings and real debt relief. Accredited Debt Relief has established a special hotline for you to call and learn what savings you qualify for. They've helped qualify consumers with over $1 billion in debt and are A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. So don't wait. Get the relief you need during these hard economic times. For this free information, call the Accredited Debt Relief Hotline now. Call 800-984-8484. 800-984-8484. That's 800-984-8484.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-568-2790. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-568-2790. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-568-2790. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-568-2790. 800-568-2790.
Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, talks about timeshare cancellation.
If I could help everybody that has been lied to when buying a timeshare, I would. But the honest truth is, I can't. And those that are telling you that they can without knowing the specifics of your timeshare, well, they're lying too. But if you were misled when buying a timeshare, if you were told your timeshare was a great investment or your maintenance fees would never go up, I might be able to help. 10 years ago, I was sued for millions of dollars by a timeshare giant in federal court with everything to lose. My home, my money, my kids' future. But I fought. I won because I fought for what was right, helping folks that have been lied to cancel their timeshare. Unfortunately, we can't help everyone, but I guarantee you if we take you as a client, we will cancel your timeshare contract or you'll pay nothing.
Call Wesley now for your free information kit. 800-656-1155. 800-656-1155. 800-656-1155.
Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Thursday. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Real Radio 921. Appreciate you guys all the time. You can check us out on Real TV, sponsored by Monroe's and Palm Beach. Jimmy's in the house.
Good morning.
Francis is here. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. And if you want to know where Real TV is, you just got to go to realradio921.com. right there on the homepage, you are going to see a link. You're going to see the picture. It says Real TV, brought to you by Monroe's of Palm Beach. You click on that, and there you go. You're going to see G-Man, Jimmy, and myself.
And then once you get that set up, go to our Penthouse blog, and you can find all kinds of videos and posts that Franny and I put up from time to time. And I put one up there that is the video of the year. There was a woman, this happened in Argentina. It was a Twitter video that I saw this morning. This woman was standing on a platform of a train and something happened. She fainted. She started to fall forward. She actually fell off into the tracks as the train was going by.
Jeez.
Fell in between cars, landed underneath the train, and came out of it unscratched.
Wow.
It's unbelievable. Go to realradio921.com under the Penthouse blog. You can watch that video and a bunch of other things we put up by today's Graham Girl as well. But there's a couple things for you to do while you're just sitting around doing nothing.
There you go. I got one, too, that I posted this morning, and this is a good for a laugh. Now, you've heard the saying, bitches love brunch. Have you ever heard that before? It's true. We do.
Bitches love brunch.
When girls love ourselves, a brunch. And these girls got a bit out of hand on an Easter brunch. And I don't know necessarily drunk, but hilarious. I would say maybe a few mimosas or something. So one of these ladies, and she's dressed very, very nicely. She found herself with her legs straight up in the air. And the reason why, is Lindsay Clark ended up wedged inside behind the booth, the sofa of a restaurant.
Okay.
Head down, head first, legs up in the air. And I guess she was reaching for her girlfriend's coat or something that fell behind her. And she lost her balance. Well, she went in, it fell in, and got stuck. Oh. So all you can do is hear her going, "Help me!" So 2 of the male staff members at the restaurant had to go and stand on the booth and pull her out from her legs.
Oh, wow. She have a dress on?
It is so funny. Yeah, so you got to seek that out. It looks like she's wearing pants.
Oh, good.
I'm going right now.
Oh my goodness, it is so. She's got a good sense of humor. Her friends were like, "I got to videotape this." It's weird to say videotape because there's no tape, but I got to video this. And so, so you have to check it out. It's a really good laugh, and of course, her friends had a good laugh with it too. And I'm sure it is a Easter brunch they probably will not forget for a very long time. That's realradio921.com on the Penthouse blog. You watching
That's
it?
funny.
Oh, she is wedged behind that thing. Yeah, it's a good watch if you need a giggle on your Thursday morning.
The only bad part is you don't see it actually happen, how she gets back there.
I know. But they start filming once she loses it, once she's in there.
2 guys trying to pull her up out. Oh, that's funny as
Yeah. Good watch.
There are the NBA playoffs going on all the time now, and TNT has one of the best shows with Shaq, Kenny Smith, Charles Barkley. And last night it was an interesting thing that sometimes you don't know what's real, what's fake. But it seemed real last night. Kenny Smith called out Shaq for being late. And Shaq did not like it.
That's funny.
And he got pretty mad. And he said, I'm going to put my paws all over you and blank the blank out of you. It's a pretty good video. It's all over the place. I saw it live, but I'm like, Shaq's serious. He seemed to be a little tired. That's what I thought. Doing the show. It was a pregame of the Celtics and the Nets. Started about 6:30. Shaq said he was there 6:29, so technically I'm not late.
Oh.
That's what he said.
Well, look, I found the audio.
You're late, bitch! And he didn't say that. Shaq would have smacked him. But Kenny Smith looked at him and said, why don't you get here on time? And boy, Shaq was not having it, and he looked like he was up for the rest of the segment, just, not happy. And I don't know how they worked it out. I watched it throughout the night. He seemed to be okay down the road. But he's like, don't try to be funny with me, Kenny, on TV. And then he called, I guess, the producer, in the background. He said, was I late? I got here 6:29. And the producer, I guess, yelled, Shaq got here 6:29. He wasn't late. But you could, a day fool around. He's had problems with Barkley, and people don't know. Are they kidding? Are they not? This seems serious to me. It just did.
It did?
To me, it did.
I always take Barkley and him as being a joke.
Mm-hmm.
It's set up. Even when they look like they're serious at times, I don't know. You always have that underlying sense of humor that falls in because the 2 of them are pretty funny guys. In their own right, and they make fun of things and make fun of themselves. So I always took it that way, but I didn't see this one. I'll have to seek that out.
Yeah, it's again, the TNT pregame has won so many Emmys every year. It does really great. People love it, and it's the 4 of them. But this seemed real to me. Now I could be wrong too. Maybe it was fake. But Kenny Smith just took off his glasses, looked at him, and goes, "Why don't you get here on time?" And And then Shaq just came back and just said, "You want to make jokes on TV, Kenny? I'll slap you."
Well, that's the thing. It's kind of on air. I mean, you wouldn't do that on air, right?
Yeah. But again, I could be fooled.
I mean, we do the same thing, right? We joke around about when people are late on air.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's typically we're joking around. We're having fun with it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It seemed real to me.
But if it was serious, we wouldn't put that on air. I mean,
no, not a real complaint or a thing, and we don't have.
But there could be an instance, right? Where, and I'm sure there has been in the past where we've said something or called out somebody and it got very uncomfortable. I'm sure it has because it's live.
It happens. True,
it can happen.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was.
Especially if you're having a bad day.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And you walk in and somebody messes with you right away.
Yeah, you're like,
I can see it happening.
Yeah, I don't want a J slap. So yeah, Kenny Smith then just quieted down and then it moved on. I thought it was real. Like I said, you guys can look it up. TNT with Shaq.
Look it up.
Yeah, look it up. Yeah, I
can't do everything.
Shaq also, to me, when I watched it, he had glasses on. He looked very tired last night on the broadcast. To me, again, these are my interpretations only. I looks like he was very tired, maybe a little irritable, whatever. And then Kenny said that. And I was like, man, Kenny, why are you even saying that? And Barkley, he had it on. He went, whoa.
Oh, look, here's Shaq responding.
How dare you?
How about that?
He said a little bit more mean. Now, I was thinking like, man, because you know what it did for me? It made me want to stick back around until they came back from commercial. Because I was like, maybe this is real.
Well, and that's part of what makes me always wonder whether it's real or not because of that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it intrigues you to stay.
Yeah.
So is that why? I don't know.
You never know. But then when Shaq called the producer and say, was I really late? And then he was like, no, he was here 6:29. You heard the guy, whatever. But it was interesting.
And they go on the air at 6:30, I'm assuming. Is that the...
Yeah.
Okay.
So technically, to me, he was late because I guess they must get there a half hour, an hour before.
What are they supposed to? It's like us. We don't really have a start time. You know, we all know, like, I have a certain time I like to get here by, so I've got enough time to do what we do before the show, and same with Franny, same with Greek. But there is no set time. It's not like iHeart says, well, you have to be here by X time.
But we all get here way early. I mean, we can fly to New York and come back and do the show. Actually, by the time we get here. So, I mean, it's that. But again, I thought it was interesting. But, Jimmy, you're right, because that's what it did for me. I was like, I got to see this when they come back. So I didn't change, because I usually, like most people, I would think, change channels, when there's a commercial. But I stayed. I go, I want to see this when they came back. And Shaq looked a little, doing his thing in the end. But if you look it up, you'll see the video, and I thought it was pretty funny. And I also thought that it was real. But I could be mistaken. The whole thing could have been like high fives after I walked away.
High five!
National
Perfect.
High Five
It's National
Day.
High Five Day.
National High Five
Nice way
Day.
to squeeze that
Perfect.
in there, Greek.
Yep.
Thanks. I didn't even mean to do it. It just happened.
High five!
We're going to come back with a trifecta. I'll tell you about what you should not do on a plane if you see Mike Tyson. Jimmy's got this day in history, and we have a lot more in the Penthouse. Peace.
Be like the smart kids, like the summa cum laude of your workplace. What? Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
At Morgan & Morgan, the fee is free. You don't pay us anything unless we win your case.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy as we move through this Thursday. A few tiny showers could come on shore for the morning, but most of us are dealing with a dry sky. Starting with temperatures near 70, we're going to be near 80 this afternoon. The big story once again is that wind coming in out of the east, sustained near 15 to 20 miles per hour.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples has your workspace covered with functional furniture and organizational items curated by Staples Work From Home Style Squad. This week, save up to $100 on select chairs. In-store only offer ends 4/30, limit 2. Explore solutions for your workspace at Staples, the working and learning store.
Greek's Trifecta is brought to you by the quick settlement specialist, zipclaims.com.
Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, talks about timeshare cancellation.
If I could help everybody that has been lied to when buying a timeshare, I would. But the honest truth is, I can't. And those that are telling you that they can without knowing the specifics of your timeshare, well, they're lying too. But if you were misled when buying a timeshare, if you were told your timeshare was a great investment, or your maintenance fees would never go up, I might be able to help. 10 years ago, I was sued for millions of dollars by a timeshare giant in federal court with everything to lose. My home, my money, my kids' future. But I fought. I won because I fought for what was right, helping folks that have been lied to cancel their timeshare. Unfortunately, we can't help everyone, but I guarantee you if we take you as a client, we will cancel your timeshare contract or you'll pay nothing.
Call Wesley now for your free information kit. 800-656-1155. 800-656-1155. 800-656-1155.
If you've been involved in a car accident, call me, Mark Anajar, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 and take back control of your life.
Office in West Palm Beach.
Wendy's knows a better breakfast starts with a better biscuit. That's why you can get a hot and buttery Wendy's breakfast biscuit with bacon or sausage, fresh cracked egg and cheese for just $1. Get your Wendy's Buck Biscuit Sandwich today. Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Well, Turnpike shut down, but this is in Martin County. Palm Beach County Turnpike looks good, but it'll affect you if you're trying to get into Martin. Northbound between Indiantown Road and Martin Highway shut down with a crash there. So again, Turnpike shut down from Jupiter to Stewart. Looking good, though, in Palm Beach County, and we're not seeing any tie-ups on 95. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Blindster. Need new blinds or shades? Blindster.com offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are easy to install and guaranteed to fit. And right now, save 45% off any order. Just use code RADIO at checkout. Blindster.com.
Hi, guys. It's me, Brian Baumgartner, and maybe you've heard my podcast, The Office Deep Dive. Well, now I'm expanding it into even more of your favorite shows in my new podcast, Off the Beat.
Hey, everybody. I'm
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
High five!
You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on Real Radio. It is a Thursday. I hope you're having a good day so far. If not, it's early enough for it to get better and better and better. Just like everything else. Jimmy's in the house.
Good morning.
And Francis is here.
Hello.
And it's time for your first trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
So Mike Tyson was on a flight from San Francisco. TMZ is reporting to Florida. And I guess this gentleman was sitting behind Mike and they took a selfie. But then he started bothering Mike. There's a video out that TMZ has up there. And Mike gets up and hits the guy quite a few times. Not great for Tyson.
Like hits him?
Yeah, punches him out.
Punches him.
Yeah. You can check it out on TMZ, but man, not a great situation for Mike. I'm sure he's going to have some problems with this. The guy said earlier, they took pictures and he was cool, but then I guess maybe he was bothering Tyson on the flight. Maybe he didn't stop talking. He started annoying him, and then Tyson got up and just hit him a few times. I checked out the video. I was like, wow, that's brutal. Then you see the guy's face, pretty banged up. So if you see Tyson on a plane in the future, don't even ask him for a selfie. Just leave it alone. We talked about this yesterday, and it happened again last night. Freddie Freeman beat his whole team up again. He went 3 for 4 as the Dodgers beat the Braves 5-1. He hit a home run, 2-run homer. Big game for him. And it's back-to-back nights where Freddie Freeman has really done a lot of damage to the Braves. And last night, we said this all day yesterday. The Marlins lost to the Cardinals for the 8th time in a row, Jimmy. 8 in a row. Streak. What do you do when your team's not good? You bet against them.
Marlins are due.
The Marlins are due. Due to lose again.
Due to lose again. Yeah.
And they got beat by the Cardinals for the 8th straight time over the last 2 years.
Now, bettors will tell you, though, this is not the time to jump on a train.
That's right. Just stay away right now. If you didn't jump on early, don't jump on now.
But if you are on that train, ride it.
That's it. Stay on. But yeah, the Cardinals ended up beating the Marlins again. And the Dodgers beat the Braves 5-1. And again, Freddie Freeman had a great play in the field, too. Took away a double or a base hit away from one of his ex-teammates. And the guy started laughing. I thought that was cool. Last night in the NBA, Kyrie Irving did go back to Boston. No real problems. He was behaved. The crowd was behaved. Boston, though, had a huge deficit. They were down by 17 points. The Nets played terrible in the fourth quarter. They were 1 for 17. Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. 1 for 17. I think me and Jimmy could do better than that. I just do. Maybe. I don't know. But they had a bad night. Celtics came back and beat them. Philadelphia beat Toronto on a last-second shot in overtime. And the big surprise last night was the Bulls. The Bulls beat the Bucks, getting 10 points. They beat them straight up. And that was your NBA playoffs last night. Some more NBA games tonight. And then our Miami Heat, Friday night, travel to Atlanta for Game 3. They are up on the series 2-0. And that is your first trifecta. And now we're going to get into a little This Day in History.
On this day in history.
Well, today's Wayback Machine is going to go to 127 years ago today. In 1895, Woodville Latham and his sons, Otway and Gray, demonstrate their Panopticon, the first movie projector ever developed in the United States. By the way, the movie that they showed was a porn film featuring a Greek god and a Puerto Rican princess. That film has since been burned.
Why don't I believe that?
120.
Thank God.
Oh, my God. Thank goodness.
Thank God. Talking about disappointment.
124 years ago today, in 1898, Bill Duggleby of the Philadelphia Phillies hit a grand slam in his first major league at-bat. He's one of only 3 people to have ever done that. 3 players. According to the Baseball Almanac, the other 2 were Jeremy Hermida, I'm terrible with names, I'm sorry, of the Florida Marlins, and Kevin Kuzminoff of the Cleveland Indians. Hermida did it in August of 2005, and Kuzminoff did it in September of 2006. Often credited, but not accurate, Bobby Bonds got a grand slam for the San Francisco Giants in his first major league game in 1968, but it wasn't his first at-bat. 104 years ago today, in 1918, Baron Manfred von Richthofen, better known as the Red Baron, was shot down. He made a perfect landing with a bullet in his chest, then passed away in his airplane. He shot down over 80 enemy planes during the First World War and defeated Snoopy countless times and made a fine frozen pizza. 42 years ago today, in 1980, at the Boston Marathon, Rosie Ruiz was the first woman to cross the finish line. But for some reason, she was disqualified just because she jumped into the race on the last mile.
I remember.
I don't understand.
18 years ago today, in 2004, Jennifer Hudson was voted off American Idol. And finally, 6 years ago today, on a sad day, in 2016, Prince had passed away from an accidental overdose of fentanyl. He was a young 57 years old. And that's what happened on this day in history.
Thank you very much, Jimmy. We appreciate it. 877-927-6969.
Greek, I have a question because you brought it up in your trifecta there with Tyson, having a fight with that guy in the airplane. I think you think the guy had some alcohol in him? Because apparently, after more than 2 years, it went dry. American Airlines on Monday resumed selling alcohol to its passengers. People on flights traveling at least 250 miles can once again purchase beer, wine, and hard alcohol, while passengers in first class and on international flights can get plastered for free.
Woohoo!
All right, drinks are back.
Drinks have just on that airline specifically, because I know, they're the ones who they were very strict about it.
Yep, American airline officials considered bringing back alcohol sales last year, but a surge of unruly passengers caused them to rethink that move, and more than 5,000 incidents involving violent passengers have been reported this year alone, according to officials. But, all right, go hop on American. You can get drunk again.
Yeah, and something else that I need to keep my eye out for, too, because I'm traveling in the next few weeks, and we'll see what happens. I don't know if it'll happen that quickly, but it looks like that CDC officials are asking the Department of Justice to appeal the ruling this past Monday by a Florida federal judge that struck down the mask mandate for mass transportation, which includes a lot of airlines.
Planes.
Of course, yeah.
Trains.
Yep, planes, trains, whatever it is.
And
buses. And automobiles, yes. Mass transportation. So they said the notice of appeal has been filed. So we will see what happens with that.
They are saying that, from studies and for the amount of trouble there has been on planes, a lot of them have been related to the mass situations with people.
Oh, yeah, we've seen them. We've seen plenty of videos.
Yeah, but there was a lot of problems even before the pandemic. A lot.
Mm-hmm. I guess it didn't seem as prevalent as it does now.
Yeah. Well,
and
it's convenient and it's recent.
Sure. Yeah, and it seems like they're getting a little bit. Like, I don't remember, and again, this is just me. I don't remember people being taped to chairs.
No.
On planes, before COVID. And
But
stuff
we have seen a lot of them start because of masks.
Sure.
We have, but then we've also seen a lot of them start because these people are out of their minds or drunk.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've seen the woman try to open the emergency door. That wasn't a mask thing. I mean, yeah, there's been a lot of incidents. I feel like the mask one, because it was just been so in our face for so long, are the ones that we really notice as well too.
And I think the alcohol.
No pun intended.
Yes, none.
And I think the alcohol on the other side is also big money the airlines are losing. Obviously,
that's the thing.
Yeah.
Do you lose the money in selling alcohol, or do you lose the money of the passenger? And,
Sure.
It's kind of a catch-22 for them because obviously it creates problems.
I don't know the amount. Obviously, I don't think a lot of people do, but I would love to hear the amount of money that they make.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's a lot.
It looks like their alcohol sales started a few days ago, April 18th. So if you have flown American, you probably were taking some sips of some vodka while you're there. But I know a few airlines were still. When I traveled recently, I flew Delta, and they were still offering alcohol. I don't know if they limits you on the amount that you can drink. They might. Because baby steps, right? Baby steps.
Do you ever remember them limiting you?
I've never been that crazy where I've had I probably had 2 drinks on an airplane max.
Okay.
So I've never been to the point where they're like, ma'am, no more.
But you did say now that
Brightline does.
Yeah, Brightline changed it.
Yeah. So 1 drink if you're going from West Palm to Fort Lauderdale, and you're allowed 2 if you're going from West Palm to Miami.
And that's it. So you can't order anymore?
I'm sure you can order and pay. I just haven't. I just know with that premium ticket.
Oh, okay.
In the past,
that was what
it
we
was
got for
unlimited.
free. Okay.
In the past, it's unlimited. Now they limit you.
Okay.
So, but they are like, even if you don't have the premium ticket, you can purchase drinks, and you're in a different cart and everything.
Yeah.
You can purchase drinks, and you can still do the same on premium.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe if you're done, maybe that's it. That's just what they're giving you with that ticket one before. So maybe you can purchase more. I don't know the answer. If you do, text me 47142. Started off with Real Radio.
Yeah.
Speaking of text, I started off the show with a vent about the gym, and we have a couple people, and I appreciate you. Adrian at the Gardens hit me up and told me to give them a try at their gym, as well as. But this is a hard part, and I appreciate the invite. He said, but it's worth. No, it's not. 5:30 a.m. classes. That's a little too early for me.
That's really early.
I'm at the gym at like 6:15, 6:30. But we also, and I guess maybe I could get my ass up a little bit earlier. We also have somebody who said, I understand exactly where you're coming from, Franny. It is really sad that people are that nasty. Think about it. When the pandemic happened, we had to actually be taught how to wash our hands.
Yeah.
Why? Because there's a lot of people that don't wash their hands. Something based on common sense and being clean. We had to be reminded of this. We're taught about not spreading germs and being physically clean as a kid. Apparently, as we got older, we don't think it matters anymore. Practicing good hygiene and cleaning habits has nothing to do with the pandemic. These are things we should be doing every day, pandemic or not. Have a great show. And I agree with you. But it was funny. Like we had to sing a song to learn how to wash our hands for how long?
Right.
As grown-ass adults.
Everybody on one.
It's so funny. My watch does too, and I think it's a new feature since everything happened. The watch does the same thing. While you're washing your hand, my watch knows it has a sensor.
Oh, really?
And it starts at 20 and counts down for me. And if I stop 5 seconds more, it was like, ma'am, you're not done yet. You got 5 more seconds to wash your hands.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
That's tough.
It's probably a newer feature in the past couple of years because of that.
Yesterday was 420 day, and a lot of people I know went out there and celebrated, did whatever you had to do. Now, J.R. Smith played in the NBA for years with the Knicks, with the Lakers. He was on a podcast, and he said in 2020 when the Lakers were in the bubble and they went to the NBA Finals against our Miami Heat, he said every night they were blown out. He said they were getting blown out every night in the bubble up in Orlando. He said the players and all them were just smoking babanya on a regular basis.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, I don't know how the NBA will feel like that. J.R. Smith's no longer in the NBA. If you don't remember who J.R. Smith is, he was a ball player on the Lakers and the Cavs, and he was also a guy when every time there was a celebration, he had no shirt on. President Obama one time called him out and said, will you put a shirt on, JR, please? It was pretty funny. But that's what he said. He said, yeah, we were all smoking pot every night. and didn't say really how they got the pot in there because, again, nobody was supposed to be coming in and out. But I guess
they were allowed to have some people come in from time to time, right? I mean,
family.
People had to bring them food. And
family.
Yeah, that's it. It'd pretty easy to get in. Now the NBA, though, they've stopped drug testing, right? And they sort of embrace this whole marijuana thing.
Yeah, I think
sort
they
of.
have. Yeah.
I mean, maybe not embrace it, but sort of how the NFL is like, okay,
no COVID.
No, we know betting's happening, so we're okay with it, type thing.
The NFL stopped COVID as soon as they got into the playoffs.
They're not randomly testing players for marijuana anymore.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought I heard something about that.
Yeah.
So speaking of somebody who was in the NBA for a long time, this is going to be interesting. It looks like Ben Affleck and Matt Damon are at it again. These longtime friends are set to make another movie together. But this film, and I'm sure this is right up G's alley, is going to be about Nike's efforts to sign Michael Jordan to a sneaker contract. So they are going to co-write the script as well as direct and star in this movie. And so according to reports, Ben and Matt Damon will co-star as Phil Knight and Sonny Vaccaro. Am I saying that right?
Yes.
In a film about Nike's efforts, as I mentioned, to sign Michael Jordan to the contract. So I'm think this is going to be pretty good. I think a lot of people will be interested. I don't know, how the story went down.
It's interesting.
Is it? So it looks like Damon's going to be playing the former Nike executive Sonny, while Affleck will portray the co-founder Phil Knight. And I mean, they've had success before, right? With Good Will Hunting and The Last Duel. Both they won Academy Awards.
It's very interesting when these kids come out of college, especially big stars like Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, and these big, companies come after them, like Converse, Adidas, Nike, Puma, and the amount of money. It was even in the movie King Richard with the Williams sisters. How much money they got from Reebok? Like $12 million. I mean, and the amount of money is huge.
Well, and you got to put it in the perspective of the time frame, too.
Sure.
I mean, nowadays it almost seems automatic, right? These kids get these big, giant contracts. And, the way the money is blown up in all the sports almost, it seems like. But this is what, the 80s?
For Jordan,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, it's got to be. It's got to be.
And it's still huge money.
They're saying,
so it makes it, to me, even bigger, because of the time.
So this is going to be an Amazon Studios film, and it doesn't have an official title or release date at this time, but the claims are, according to The Hollywood Reporter, that the story is going to focus on Vaccaro's relentless quest to sign Jordan to what was then the third place shoe company. It was probably Reebok, and who else was ahead of him at the time?
I would have guessed Converse.
Converse or Adidas or something.
Maybe.
Probably Converse for basketball for sure, right?
Okay.
I would think. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
They say it's a journey that took him to Jordan's parents, and in particular his powerful, dynamic mother, as well as to former coaches, advisors, and friends. Jordan will be a mythic feature hovering above the movie and never really seen, even as Vaccaro tries to reach him by gaining access to those close to him and around him. So there will be nobody actually playing Jordan, but you will see, somebody portraying his family, his friends, and all that.
That's going to be cool.
Yeah, it should be interesting.
Yeah, they touched on this a little bit last week in HBO's Story to Winning Season with Magic Johnson coming out of Michigan State and all the sneaker companies around offering big money. Again, this is addition to their salaries, by the way. You know what I mean? So
it's all sponsorships.
Yeah, so it's a lot of money that these kids get when they come out of school. And it increased and became big in the 80s with Magic and Bird. They did that famous commercial where they pull up in a limo and they played against each other. They are very good friends now. At one time, they weren't. They were rivals. But it's interesting. And the lengths of extremes these companies will go to sign these kids. I'm sure this is going to be very cool with Phil Knight and them. What they did, and like they said, go after, go to see family members, coaches, everybody like that. It's the same thing when they're trying to get the kids to come to the school, what they do on those visits and what they, try to make available to the kids. You're sitting in a very good spot if you're a young kid athlete today and some coach pulls up, gets off his private jet and pulls up and says, hey, I want you. And you know what? We'll do anything you want for you or your family. And that's what it usually takes. It takes something to do something for the family because the family has the influence on the kid. He's a kid. He's 16, 17 years old. Do something nice for the mom or the dad. Buy him a tractor trailer. Buy him, a car. Ooh. I mean, whatever.
Is that a Freightliner?
They're buying him a tractor trailer.
Yeah, is that a Freightliner?
Wow. Is that their first car? There you go. A
18
tractor
speed,
trailer
Road
just
Ranger?
for you. Good luck finding a parking spot in school.
There was a lot of rumors all the time that they were just tractors, not tractor trailers.
Okay.
That they bought a lot of the kids in the Midwest and their families. But I drove up in a tractor trailer.
Oh, did you?
What are you doing, Greg? I said, I didn't read
Come here,
these.
Jordan.
Man, you went from tractor trailer to a coupe to a two-door Mercedes. That must have been way different, huh?
Yeah. I drove up. And again, like Jimmy says, Greek does not read emails, so I thought it was get a tractor trailer. It was just getting a tractor to try to sign this kid.
Got it.
But I think this is a very unique story. Like I said, the backgrounds for a lot of these I find to be intriguing with a lot of stuff. I always do. It could be music, sports, politics. What you see really went on and how things were. Even like the winning season, I'll go back to that, how much financial trouble the Lakers were in and almost ended up going bankrupt. They obviously didn't, but kept it going. But yeah, I think it's very interesting. And the amount of money, like Jimmy said, it's relative to one point at that point where it was in that year, but it's still a lot of money. Even going back to the Williams sisters, they signed with Reebok, I think like the early 2000s, and it was $12 million. That's a ton of money. In early 2000s. That's a ton of money now for them to sign. And I think it was the early 2000s. I could be mistaken. But I remember seeing at the end of the film $12 million.
And maybe just for me, though, that almost seems like nothing, though, today, to me. Mm-hmm. To me. And I mean, everybody's going to have that their own perspective, but I only say that because of the contracts that we are seeing come out, and now we're talking 50, 100 million, what I mean? It's these deals that they're making with some of these players is just astronomical. But yeah, you've got to put it in the perspective of the time frame because it really does make a difference.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt about it. But to me, 12 million is a lot today. It was a tremendous amount then. And again, when you're going with young stars in anything, you don't know how they're going to be.
It's a crapshoot, yeah.
I mean,
it's an absolute crapshoot.
100%. I mean, and again, if it pans out like the Williams sisters, who are probably the best in tennis ever, Michael Jordan, the same thing, it works out. But I'm sure there's a lot of cases where it doesn't.
I mean, he really put Nike on the map.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Yes, he did.
And who's the one that was it Wilson? Who's the one that really kind of gave Under Armour their big push? Wasn't it Seattle or wasn't it Russell Wilson?
Was it Russell Wilson?
I don't know why that goes to my mind, but maybe I'm
Under Armour was a company out of Maryland.
I know, but who was a big celebrity that got them their big push?
And again, I was just going to say, and all of a sudden, they got endorsed by everybody, and they just gave everybody their equipment. High schools, colleges.
Okay.
And then it just got bigger. NFL. I don't remember a player in particular.
Okay, all right.
But I'm sure there was. But it was everywhere. Right. I mean, you see it. And there was a company that started with all the big ones already there. And when they come in like everything else, people are like, you can't compete with them. Who are you?
Tom Brady was a big one for a while. I know Michael Phelps did Under Armour.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to, because I feel the same as you, Jimmy, that there was one person in particular who just gave him a real big push as far as sales or people really understanding or, realizing who they are.
Yeah, they had some different stuff.
Make a name for themselves.
Yeah, they did everything too. Baseball, football, basketball. The logo became big. But I know it was a company out of Maryland, some kids from the University of Maryland. I don't know how they got so big, but they did. It's like everything else. I mean, if you have a good product, it's going to work. Whether it's Tito's vodka. I mean, so when they came out, there was millions of vodkas.
Well, and you got all these, these big names that have already been in the league for so long that you just find it hard to believe that somebody else could, like a small company like that could break out and get into the NFL like that. Sure. And they sure did.
Oh yeah, they did.
I mean, the biggest sport in the United States of America, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
And I'll say for both college and pro. And for them to break out and get into that and take a piece away from Nike or Wilson or some of these other brands, just phenomenal that they were able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, the stories you hear about the guys, like we're going to go back to Magic again. He turned down Nike, went with Converse. But if he stayed with Nike for what they offered him, it was like $5 billion he missed out on because he didn't, went there. He went with Converse. He made a ton of money with Converse. I think his first year, they said in 1980 was like $100,000. And that was a huge contract for sneakers.
Yeah.
But they said if he stayed with Nike and went with Nike, he would have been, $5 billion. So it's all relative, like you said, and you got other times in which they're referring to.
Well, and again, the player has the crapshoot too. Whether or not the company goes out or whether they go. Like Nike, I'm sure part of the reason that big number that you're talking about is because he might have maybe had a stock option or something like that, and because their stock went through the roof.
Yeah, exactly.
Boom, there you go.
Yeah, they're not. Some people get bold. Some people, depending on the player, just get the money. I know Magic. They said it was $100,000. That was Larry Bird signed for 80, so he wanted 100. And they gave him 100. But again, like you said, it's all relative to the person and what's going on. A lot of big money flies around with all this stuff.
Yeah, and you got to get lucky that company sticks around too. I knew some friends of mine that I grew up with. They worked for America Online in the '80s when it first blew up and the internet really first blew up, and they got they didn't get paid very well back then, but they got a lot of stock options. Well, when America Online took off, they made millions of dollars just because the stock blew up.
That's amazing.
But then it fell off, right? I know AOL is still around, but it's not what it was, in the 80s and early 90s.
I find it odd every time my girlfriend gives me, like when my friends give me an email address and it's like AOL.com.
Like, what's this?
Like, how long have you had that for?
I still have them, but I don't remember the passwords to them. I couldn't get them to them if I wanted to.
But it is crazy, like some of the stories you hear about stocks with companies, Microsoft, different ones that people had when they started, and then today, whatever it is. It could have been somebody just in sales or a secretary or a mid-range boss, and they're millionaires today.
Yeah.
Because they had that. And that's great. I think that works out, and that's fantastic.
Look what happened with Bitcoin.
Yeah.
It's just phenomenal. If you hit it just right.
Yeah. You're right. But again, you got to be in it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have the knowledge.
And get lucky.
Yeah,
get lucky.
Yeah. Because anything that's new, you're going to have so many people saying, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Because you're not familiar with it.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. I don't even understand Bitcoin. I still don't. I have no knowledge of it. I really don't.
Yeah.
But people
and
do
what
it.
gives it value? I don't either. I have no idea what gives it value right now because there's nothing, as far as I know, there's nothing backing it like gold. So I don't quite get it. Or NFTs. It's another one. It's like,
I don't know that either. Yeah,
I'm going to sell the first tweet.
Yeah.
But it's not actually the tweet.
But the guy supposedly who bought that first one spent a lot of money, and then we talked about it. Now it's not worth anything.
Yeah.
So you just don't know what any of this stuff. It is the Penthouse. It is a Thursday. We're going to come back with some Florida stories. Franny, what are we leaning toward?
So we got a lot of good things on our Florida story that we're going to check out, including there is a dispute going on between two Fort Lauderdale mermaids. Yes, I said mermaids.
All right.
Yes.
Nice. I didn't know they still existed.
And I got a bunch of other goodness coming your way on the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy as we move through this Thursday. A few tiny showers could move on shore at times, but overall, we're looking nice out there as we move through the rest of the day. It's windy with an east wind around 15 to 20 miles per hour. We'll stay breezy as we move through the next few days. Highs are near 80 degrees.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Don't drive much, don't pay much with pay-per-mile insurance from Allstate. Life is good when you're in the driver's seat. At Allstate, better protection costs a whole lot less. Visit allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
What would you give for a child you loved? To make their wish come true? To help them fight a critical illness? Just imagine what you'd do. You see, wishes are so powerful, and you can make them real. They can give a child back their childhood, even change the way they feel. Every single one of us can make the stars align. Because when we come together, hope and joy will shine. Wishes need stars like you. Visit Make-A-Wish at wish.org.
If you can push it, pull it, drag it, or tow it, we'll take it. And pay you $5,000 for your trade, guaranteed. At Toyota Kia Vero Beach, don't be fooled by other dealers up to trade-in amounts. Only Toyota Kia Vero Beach guarantees you $5,000 minimum for your trade. Plus, if your trade's worth more, we'll pay you more, $5,000 more. And if you owe more than your vehicle is worth, your clunker is all you need. No matter where you live, Stewart, Melbourne, Sebastian, Fellsmere, Port St. Lucie, Fort Pierce, even West Palm. Only Toyota Kia Vero Beach pays you more for your trade. If you can push it, pull it, drag it, or tow it, we'll take it and pay you $5,000 for your trade. Guaranteed. At Toyota Kia Vero Beach, south of Oslo Road on US 1. Online at VeroBeachPaysMore.com. That's VeroBeachPaysMore.com. $5,000 minimum towards new purchase. Only vehicle condition, mileage, history, repairs, and other factors may affect value. See dealer for details.
Hayes Creek from Monroe's and Palm Beach, where you can find beautiful ladies 7 days a week, great atmosphere, and a 5-star menu. And coming up April 23rd, it's the Wizards Ball. You don't want to miss it. 500 cash prizes for the best costume in the house. Monroe's open 7 days a week till 5 a.m. Beautiful ladies, 5-star menu, and a great place to just hang your hat. And April 23rd, it's Monroe's, a Palm Beach Wizards Ball. Peace.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Well, Turnpike shut down, but this is in Martin County. Palm Beach County Turnpike looks good, but it'll affect you if you're trying to get into Martin. Northbound between Indiantown Road and Martin Highway shut down with a crash there. So again, Turnpike shut down from Jupiter to Stewart. Looking good, though, in Palm Beach County, and we're not seeing any tie-ups on 95. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Blindster. Need new blinds or shades? Blindster.com offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters. Shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are easy to install and guaranteed to fit. And right now, save 45% off any order. Just use code RADIO at checkout. Blindster.com.
This is WZZR FM, West Palm Beach, Real Radio 92.1, powered by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Been in an accident? Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter the keyword
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse on a Thursday. I hope you're having a good day and enjoy yourself. Don't forget, you got 9 chances a day. 9 chances a day to win $1,000. Powerball's $400 million. You got a chance to do that, but their odds are pretty high. Your odds are better on Real Radio trying to win $1,000. So make sure you listen for the keyword that Franny gives out, and then you guys do the rest. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And remember, there's a couple ways to get involved with us. 877-927-6969. That is the number. We prefer that. We love to hear voice. We like it real. You can text us, Real Radio 47142. If you had any bitching or venting to do today, you could do that and just call us up and tell us. It could be something about your life, something that annoys you. Franny kicked off the show talking about she doesn't like people's habits at gyms now. It seems that it's gone away since COVID seems to have decreased, and people are not really taking the necessary steps to, maintain what they need to maintain and also to be respectful to others. So if you guys got anything that you've seen change, let us know. And now we're going to get into some Florida stories with Franny.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Well, it looks like a Franklin County sheriff's daughter is in some trouble. Where's Franklin County?
I think it's up north.
I don't know, so I would disagree with you.
I think it's up north.
South of Monroe.
Oh, okay.
Monroe's?
Yeah, Monroe's in Palm Beach.
Monroe County. Because everybody's going right now, that's south of Florida, you idiot.
So Franklin County Sheriff A.J. Smith, his daughter got arrested Monday afternoon. He was like, you think I like seeing my child in an orange jumpsuit in a jail cell? Of course not. Well, the reason why, because she was trafficking meth. Dun, dun, dun.
Was that what Jimmy?
Nuts. So this dude, by the way, Sheriff Smith, is known for trying to get meth off the streets. And the last person he expected to get arrested was his daughter.
Oh, man, that's
bad.
That's bad.
No. Because Jimmy's everywhere. He actually got to talk to Sheriff Smith about this.
Our narcotics guys have been working a case. One arrest, another person who was involved who happened to be my daughter.
Oh, boy.
We did a controlled buy with my daughter, and she delivered over 2 ounces.
Oh, boy.
That's when she was arrested.
Oh,
You think I've seen my child in an orange jumpsuit back in a jail cell? Of course not.
He said back in a jail cell, so I guess she's no stranger to jail.
Wow.
Oh,
no wonder it
God.
means so much to him, huh?
What is a controlled buy? Means a buy that's set up?
I guess, G-Man. I don't know.
Or
Because he said it was a controlled buy with my daughter.
Yes. Sting, right?
A controlled
I don't know.
buy
That's
with
what I
my
asked him.
daughter,
I
and
didn't
she
know if you
delivered
knew.
2 ounces, is what he said. But yeah, we laugh. But that does suck, right? I mean, he
That's
said
terrible.
it's heartbreaking. The last person you ever want to arrest, knowing he knew that they were going after her, right? He knew it. So it is unfortunate, but 25-year-old Bailey Adair Lee was also arrested and charged with trafficking meth of 14 grams over Monday. So I guess, like I said, there was a couple people, and he's doing what he can do by getting meth off the streets, and that's even if he's got to toss his daughter in jail, too.
That's pretty strong.
It is pretty damn strong. And then, there's a dispute between some mermaids and a couple other people. It looks like this one mermaid, the Rec Bar Mermaid, by the way. Is the Rec Bar in Fort Lauderdale? I know they used to have a place in Fort Lauderdale where they had mermaids, but I don't know where the Rec. Have you heard of? Have you been there?
I know a lot of people get really wrecked there. They drink.
Mermaid Lounge is the only one I've heard of, but here in Palm Beach County, that was a strip club.
Strip
at one
club, right?
time. Yeah.
Years ago?
Okay. Well, I guess this one woman, she does a lot on TikTok, and she is so Broward. Here we go. Sheriff's Lieutenant. By the way, they was a fan of hers as well too. Her name is Whitney Fair, and she is at her wit's end. And she said that she had no idea being a mermaid could be so stressful.
You would think it's an easy life?
You would. And the trouble had nothing really to do with actual mermaid shows she performed at the Rec Bar. But the 41-year-old enjoys swimming in what they still call America's only underwater burlesque show. So she said she likes to hear the audience when she swims past the pool portholes in her costume fishtail. She loves it. The part-time job at this iconic ocean liner. Oh, here we go. It's at the B Ocean. Yeah, that's right next to, we've stayed there before. That's right next to where they have Tortuga.
Yes, right.
That's
it's
where,
a hotel.
Right there. Yeah, beautiful hotel.
I was going to say, it's a big
That's
place.
why I've seen it, because I remember going to the bar downstairs and you have the portholes where you can see the pool.
Yes, I do remember
Okay,
that.
so now it's all coming together. But this woman says, she's a bit of a homebody, introvert, but when she goes out there, she just feels so great about being a mermaid. She is named Mia Mellies, or Mermaid Mia, by the way, if you ever want to go there. And she joined the cast back in 2015. But it looks like that there's been a 3-year nightmare of harassment and conflict that's now on its way to federal courts. So it began with online attacks from this person, Mia, and her husband, Jeff. And it became worse when the couples moved in next door to this mermaid's home in Fort Lauderdale. Said more than once her security camera captured video of Jeff Mellies on her property, including a clip that shows him climbing a ladder on the side of his house and tampering with her camera. Another clip shows the couple accosting her at the foot of her driveway, where this one woman can be heard screaming, "I hope you bleep and die."
Wow, that's pretty strong.
Yeah.
For a mermaid.
I thought they were nice.
She said this.
They always seem to be so happy.
It's mermaid and mermaid contact. So there's a mermaid and her husband who are giving this other mermaid crap. The Fair says that the scariest part of it all is that Jeff has the power of the badge. He is a lieutenant with the Broward Sheriff's Office.
Oh.
She said, "How do you call a cop on the cops?" So we'll see what happens. She eventually did go to the cops because the harassment kept on continuing, and she consulted with a local attorney who suggested she put in public records requests for all searches made by police and other officials for her state-protected, they say driver's license information, was interesting, something all Floridians have a right to find out about themselves. I don't know, that's a weird thing to say. Well, anyway, so she did finally go to the cops. Hopefully things will be okay. But yeah, 2 mermaids in this mermaid show no longer get along. Something happened where now she's being harassed, and they moved right next door to her. So that's got to be a living hell.
Oof. Now, do they still all work there? Did it say?
I think one of them's gone now.
Okay.
Yeah. And then this is exciting news. Gatorland has announced Gatorpalooza. A 2-day festival with a Florida man race throughout
Nice.
the gator-infested swamps.
That's great.
Giddy up.
That is so Florida.
Deep in the heart of Florida,
Nice.
in the heart of alligator mating season.
I love it.
The best attraction in town is throwing a party.
Yeah, gator porn.
Gatorland's Gator Palooza. It is
Gator porn.
It's returning to the alligator capital of the world this May. They're going to have live music, games, giveaways. The park is also hosting markets and food vendors. If that's not enough to get you out there, then there's way more, like the Florida Man Challenge. And this isn't the first time. How come I've never heard of this before? During the week-long festival, Gatorland will be hosting their second annual Florida Man Challenge. The event lives up to its name by being brazenly and courageously stupid. They say it's a triathlon-style event, has competitors run through gator-infested swamps to make it to the finish line.
Perfect.
Like, how many things do you have to sign before you go on there?
Here's a disclaimer for you and one for you.
You gotta run through a swamp?
Yes.
That's dangerous.
Wow.
Gator-infested swamp.
Oh.
The event runs May 14th to 15th. Damn it! I'm not going to be around. I'll be in Jamaica, or I'd totally be there.
Check it out.
Florida residents get half-price single-day admission to the park.
Nice.
With a valid state ID for the entire month.
Is that more dangerous than running with the bulls, you think?
I think I'd rather run with a bull than I would with a gator-infested swamp.
So would I.
I mean,
at least then you can see it coming.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's coming from behind you, but
That's tough.
man, yeah, I don't know about that.
I wonder how deep the swamp is.
It can't be that.
Because you got to run.
It can't be that terrifying. I bet it's like baby gators. Because how could they do that for real with big gator?
That's true. Yeah. I mean, that's.
They probably say gator infested, but it's like little nuggets.
Oh, so you don't think it's real
I
gator?
don't know.
Like 10 foot, 12
I
foot?
mean, we can get somebody from Gatorland to call us and we can figure this out. Or there might be video from last year.
Maybe this is the first year.
No, it's not. Yeah, we gotta see what.
Look it up.
Look it up.
Look it up, Jimmy.
YouTube. Just go on YouTube and
Look
do
it up, Jimmy.
Gatorland Florida Man Challenge. That's what it's called, and that is your what the Florida.
The other day I saw a video of some guy running with the bulls. He missed one, and then another bull came and got him. I was like, wow, that is crazy. I was trying to think, somebody locally I know I bumped into used to ran with the bulls. There's a couple people. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. If you want to vent or bitch about something, it could be something in your life, could be a coworker, could be us. Whatever it is, you can call us. We're going to come back in a couple minutes, and I got a story about a reporter who made this announcement about how he met his wife. I thought it was crazy that he even came out with it. I know even Rover talked about it this morning. We'll break it down and so much more. And don't forget, at 11:45, your chance to go see Mr. McGraw. Tickets for him. We'll be back. Peace.
What's a Real Radio podcast? It's Real Radio on demand. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy as we move through this Thursday. A few tiny showers could move on shore at times, but overall, we're looking nice out there as we move through the rest of the day. It's windy with an east wind around 15 to 20 miles per hour. We'll stay breezy as we move through the next few days. Highs are near 80 degrees.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Don't drive much, don't pay much with pay-per-mile insurance from Allstate. Life is good when you're in the driver's seat. At Allstate, better protection costs a whole lot less. Visit allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, talks about timeshare cancellation.
If I could help everybody that has been lied to when buying a timeshare, I would. But the honest truth is, I can't. And those that are telling you that they can without knowing the specifics of your timeshare, well, they're lying too. But if you were misled when buying a timeshare, if you were told your timeshare was a great investment or your maintenance fees would never go up, I might be able to help. 10 years ago, I was sued for millions of dollars by a timeshare giant in federal court with everything to lose. My home, my money, my kids' future. But I fought. I won because I fought for what was right, helping folks that have been lied to cancel their timeshare. Unfortunately, we can't help everyone, but I guarantee you if we take you as a client, we will cancel your timeshare contract or you'll pay nothing.
Call Wesley now for your free information kit. 800-656-1155. 800-656-1155. 800-656-1155.
Great! So you're not gonna want to miss this. The deals at Kohl's right now are beyond epic. I just got some new bath towels for $3 each. Found the cutest kids' outfits for only $5. And got myself some tees and tank tops for just $7. But the best part? You don't need any coupons. Can earn Kohl's Cash and get it all with free store pickup. Looks like April showers bring the flowers and the savings. Select styles. Sale ends April 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Get ready for the Fresh Picked Pricing Event at Diamonds Direct, April 29th, 30th, and May 1st. A spectacular 3-day store-wide sale. Get Diamonds Direct's already unbeatable value, plus an extra 20% off virtually everything. All wedding bands, earrings, pendants, bracelets, and of course, thousands of engagement rings. Plus, our top designers flying in with their entire collections just for you. It's the jewelry event of the spring, April 29th, 30th, and May 1st at Diamonds Direct in Boca Raton.
People often ask me, how much money do I have to pay you up front to be my personal lawyer? The answer is nothing. It's free unless we win. What about a slip and fall or car crash case? Free unless we win.
Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hayes Creek from Monroe's and Palm Beach, where you can find beautiful ladies 7 days a week, great atmosphere, and a 5-star menu. And coming up April 23rd, it's the Wizards Ball. You don't want to miss it. 500 cash prizes for the best costume in the house. Monroe's open 7 days a week till 5 a.m. Beautiful ladies, 5-star menu, and a great place to just hang your hat. And April 23rd, it's Monroe's, a Palm Beach Wizards Ball. Peace.
Win $15,000 in replacement windows from Reese Windows and Doors. Text windows to 20129.
At Morgan & Morgan, the fee is free. You don't pay us anything unless we win your case.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Heading out along 95, a smooth ride with 15 minutes from Southern to PGA, both directions. Turnpike looking good, too, over most of Palm Beach County, but northbound shut down at Indiantown Road. Reopens after the Stewart exit. That is because of a crash. So northbound is shut down there. Southbound is open. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's Breakfast Biscuit Sandwich. Just $1. Wendy's knows a better breakfast starts with a better biscuit. That's why you can get a hot and buttery Wendy's breakfast biscuit with bacon or sausage, fresh cracked egg and cheese for just $1. Get your Wendy's Buck Biscuit Sandwich today. Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's.
Hi, guys. It's me, Brian Baumgartner, and maybe you've heard my podcast, The Office Deep Dive. Well, now I'm expanding it into even more of your favorite shows in my new podcast, Off the Beat.
Hey, everybody. I'm Rob Riggle.
Hi, I'm Allison Hannigan. My name is Jamie Lynn Segler, Meadow Soprano.
Eric Stone Street. I played Cameron Tucker.
Listen to Off the Beat on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
There's an app for everything. And I bet you have multiple apps on your phone just to order food, get a ride, or even find a date. But we made the iHeartRadio app your all-in-one app. Your favorite music, radio stations, and podcasts together, and all for free. Listen to your favorite radio station anywhere you want, plus all your favorite music and just about every podcast in the world all in one place. Download the free iHeartRadio app today. Discover music, radio, and podcasts you'll love. This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Sometimes you do the right thing and you don't even know what you're doing. Jimmy's in the house.
Shocker.
Franny's here.
Hi.
Well, we just had a big food delivery for one of the salespeople.
Okay.
And I didn't know who it was. And the guy came in and asked me, so I brought the food to her desk.
The salesperson?
A big food delivery.
Yeah, so
nice.
I didn't know. So he asked me, can you help me? He was by the door. I let him in. And then
Okay.
when I finally brought him to where the salesperson sits.
Yeah.
Right.
It's at the other side of the building. Then she
Yes.
came up to me and she goes, "Well, I'm not in my desk. I'm in the conference room."
Oh, yeah, they're having a meeting over there.
Well, how did I know?
Well, I don't know.
I said, I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know. You just said a person, and I brought you over there.
Yeah, so I said, Franny doesn't like me talking to strangers.
Yeah, I would have said, high five.
No, I would have told you to bring the food in here. What kind of food was it?
Yeah, really.
What are we talking?
I don't want to take anybody's food.
Okay.
Or anybody. I don't like taking people's food. So I think she was a little like, why'd you do
She
that?
seemed very frazzled when I walked. Yeah, I saw her, and she said hi for me a second, and started walking away, and then she felt bad and turned around again and was like, "Hi, Franny."
Yeah.
And then she was trying to talk, but she was very frazzled by the situation.
Yeah, she's like, "Gee, why did you bring him to my desk?" I said, "Well, I don't know where it went.
Where else would I take
Exactly.
I didn't know you had a meeting going on."
Help a sister out.
Yeah, just trying to do a good deed. So there's a reporter on Fox. Jimmy's a little familiar with him. I was not, but I heard the story last night. And then I also heard Rover speaking about it this morning. Hope you listen to Rover all the time. And it's very, I don't know if it's, Rover's his opinion was he didn't know if it was true. And I didn't either because I don't think it's a great thing to do. But I guess it works, so I guess it is. So he saw this woman that he worked with, and he let her air out of her tires. And he met her.
Already bad move, but go ahead.
I think so, but I guess not because it worked.
So this was a colleague.
Yes, this is a colleague he worked with.
Okay.
And I guess then he asked her for a ride. Do you need a ride home or something like that? And she said yes. And they're married today. But the bad move on top of the bad move was he was married at the time. He was married. He's in it on somebody, and he did this. So I don't know. I think that's brutal to do that to anybody, female or male.
So there's multiple bad moves on this situation.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Just
I kind of smart to get in there. Like, I don't know, but
you wouldn't be offended by that? Like,
if I never knew, like, does the girl know? Like, was he like, haha, that's how I got you? Like, later on in life, now that they're married and together, then he tells her. If I didn't know, then obviously I'm not going to be offended by it. But if the guy did tell me, and this is maybe not after marriage, if we're just initially just started like in the very beginning, I might kind of be like, you're crazy.
That's right. That's what I would think.
But I think once he already got her, and they locked her in or him, however the situation works.
But he was also married at the time.
No,
how about that?
No, that's shysty. I get that part. Yes, that completely is.
Come on, let's have some morals, people.
Yeah, that's what we're all about here on the Penthouse.
Clearly.
Morals.
He was 39 at the time. She was 25, right? That's nothing bad there. I mean, that's
14 years.
Only a couple of years, but
the age thing, I just think it was a little bit shady. That's all. Now, if it's true.
Shady all around, 100%. Shady, he married. Shady that he did that. He let the air out of her tires. But
I would never think of doing that to somebody.
I have a feeling it's not the first time. Where else do you get that move from? Like, where else are you like, I know how I'm going to meet her. I don't know how I'm going to get her in my car. I feel like that's not one of those like light bulbs just went off. I feel like you may have done that before. It worked.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It worked. They're still married today. He got divorced. Like, I have a friend right now who's married, and he met this girl and he told her, and he said he's getting divorced, and whether or not he is or not, I don't know. But he's dating the girl. Like, and I find that odd. I'm like, wow, the girl's going out with you. You're not even technically divorced. Everybody's different. There's no right or wrong.
Hello, I did that.
You were not.
I was not technically divorced, like you said. So you're knocking me right now.
Okay.
There's a lot of people who are technically divorced.
Okay, and that's what I'm trying to find out if it's sort of a similar situation.
First of all, you were not with your ex. This person, they still live together.
Okay, but you didn't say that. You said technically divorced.
Yeah. You were nowhere near married. It's a totally different thing.
I was very much married.
You know.
Yes, technically, yes.
If your situation, if I came upon it, I would never think there was nothing wrong. You weren't with him. You were living separate. You were dating.
There's a lot of people who are like that right now. There are even people who are like that right now who are living with their significant others because they can't afford to move out on their own, but they are separated.
That too, yeah.
Yeah. That is a very common thing these days.
All right, throw out my whole order. Forget it.
Okay.
Do whatever you want. Let people's hair out of your tires. Do whatever you can.
Nobody said that. That is crazy.
But I just think it's crazy. I think it's crazy that he's a public figure in a way, and he went out and said this. Now, if it's true or not. Now, again, I heard the story last night. One of my buddies was telling me. Now, Rover talked about it this morning. Like I said, Rover in the mornings always listen to him on Real Radio. He thinks the whole thing's not true. Like, he doesn't think the guy actually did it. But I just think it's a pretty crazy way to meet somebody. If you think it is, let us know. If you got something to top this, how about that? 877.
He was in the process of divorcing his first wife at the time.
Okay, so he was going through a divorce.
Yeah.
That's what he says now. 877-927-6969. If you could top this story, call us. Let us know if it was a unique way how you met your significant other, male or female. But again, I think it's just a little shady to let air out of her tires. And then the person said, okay, I'll take a ride.
And it was a woman on the staff. It was definitely, at least according to this, it's the Daily Mail. So they're certainly not going to paint a good picture to him.
Now he just probably like opened up the valve or something. Like it's not like he like stabbed her tires or anything, right?
No, I think he just let the
air out.
He didn't slash her tires.
No.
That's another kind of crazy.
And he went up, and exactly the way Greek said it, he went up to her and said, "Hey, it looks like you need a ride. You need a lift, need a hand with anything." So he just created a situation where she needed a little bit of help, and he was there to be the knight in shining
He's
armor.
the hero. Yeah.
Now, years later, if you hear that, that doesn't bother you? It wouldn't bother you, like a little shady?
I've said multiple times throughout this conversation, G, I think it's shady.
No, I'm just,
Yes, I have said that. Yes, both.
So don't do that, people, is what I'm trying to tell.
I think it's a brilliant move.
I said the guy's smart.
Call it shady all you want.
He's creative. Can't let that. Really. I have to give him that. He really is. But
this is
makes
not the first time this has ever happened.
And I said that too. Yeah. Nope. That's got to be his MO. It's got to be.
Like, I could never think of doing something like that. And there's been girls over years that I obviously wanted to meet, or you see somebody.
Sure, you just pay them. Just makes it easier.
Cash
it's
is
quicker.
king. Cash is king.
Get your hands dirty if you try to let the air out of somebody's tires.
Those hands are too pretty, G, man. It's one of people's tires. Too smooth.
I'm a little hurt by all this, but I'm going to take it.
You just said you had pretty hands.
Compliment. Jesus.
Not pretty hands. I'm kidding. Oh, Greek, soft hands. So this gentleman again.
That is great. That's a great idea. That's a great move.
Do you think Fox ever says anything to him, like, and says, hey, it was a coworker?
I knew about it, according to this article.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they were aware of it.
Wow. This guy's he's a Teflon.
Yeah.
He's getting out no matter what. Let's see your
again, according to the article, so I can only go by what and like I said, it's the Daily Mail. They're not going to paint him in a favorable picture at all. So and apparently, but with the idea, he was going to start dating.
Yeah.
Who is now his current wife, who he did this to, and they moved her to a different department.
Oh, that's smart.
So
yeah, well, that's good. Yeah. I mean, at least nobody got affected with their
then
jobs.
You don't have to deal with that whole mess. But I mean, again, it always goes back to that argument: do you date a coworker, type thing? But I just
it's very common
from a comical standpoint.
It's funny.
It's funny.
But
in reality,
it's shady.
It's pretty shady.
Yeah,
I mean, when you think about it.
But it worked.
But it didn't cost her any money.
Yeah.
It didn't. Nobody was ever in harm's way.
No.
There was never any danger. Because obviously he didn't. So I don't know. It's a unique way of trying to get somebody's attention, I guess.
Well, it also helped because he knew her. Because if it's a stranger and you're a girl or a guy, I don't care, and somebody comes up, you're like
completely shady if this is a stranger.
You know what I'm saying?
Now I'm on board with you.
Yeah. Well, I think that knowing the person makes you feel comfortable and a little bit confident if somebody comes up, and not even say a worker, say somebody you see locally around, like say at a bar or say somebody I saw at New York Prime on a regular basis. I'd be like, okay, I know her or I know him.
Right.
Not know him, like hang out with him, but I'm familiar with him. So I might be a little safe to say, hey, if I had a problem, can you give me a ride? So I think that helped him too, obviously, because it seems like he really didn't know her, just saw her around at work. She's a very attractive girl. I'm sure that's why he wanted to meet her, but he's still married to her today. If you guys got an opinion, let us know. 877-927-6969. I think it's pretty shady. So does Franny and Jimmy, but it did work. And have you done anything similar or anything that you thought was maybe a little bit better? Like, wow, look what I did to meet her. And would you ever tell the person?
I mentioned this one story when I was an auto mechanic in the town that I grew up with. There was a girl that wanted to, kind of get to know me a little bit. Mm-hmm. So she faked that her car was broke down.
Oh, that's cool.
She put it in neutral so it wouldn't start.
That's a compliment.
Yeah.
And it was, because it's sort of the reverse. It's not like she did something to my vehicle, the type thing, like in this particular case, but it's sort of along the same lines.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a different way. But again, it's a compliment that she wanted to get to know you and brought the car in. And then did you ever take her out or no?
Oh, yeah. We dated for a year and a half.
Oh,
like
wow.
that.
So that worked too. Well, I'm doing the wrong thing. I got to do something tonight with that woman in Delray.
Franny, go check your tires.
No.
Maybe that's what's going on with you, G-Man. Maybe somebody's putting nails in your tire because they want to take you up. They want to pick you up and give you a ride.
Jesse Waters? Let me look.
Yeah, maybe they want to give you a ride. That's why.
I wear a lot of pink shirts.
Bet it's Curtis.
No, it's not Curtis.
Carmine, maybe?
Definitely not Carmine. No, please not Carmine.
Oh, he's seen your bankroll. He knows.
Yeah, I don't like
He
Carmine.
knows a good thing.
I used to like Carmine no more.
He's out. Right.
He's definitely out. It is the Penthouse. Jimmy, Francis, and the Greek will come back with a trifecta and a lot more. 11:45. You want to go to a big country concert? Make sure you are paying attention here. Giddy up. 11:45. McGraw tickets. Peace.
The fine woman in your smart speaker knows what you need.
Really?
Don't ask how. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy as we move through this Thursday. A few tiny showers could move on shore at times, but overall, we're looking nice out there as we move through the rest of the day. It's windy with an east wind around 15 to 20 miles per hour. We'll stay breezy as we move through the next few days. Highs are near 80 degrees.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Are you a safe driver? Are you looking to save money? With DriveWise from Allstate, the safer you drive, the more you can save. At Allstate, better protection costs a whole lot less. Visit allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
If you've been involved in a slip and fall accident and are not sure what to do, call me, Glenn Levine, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733, and take back control of your life.
Office in West Palm Beach.
Get ready for the Fresh Picks pricing event at Diamonds Direct, April 29th, 30th, and May 1st. A spectacular 3-day store-wide sale. Get Diamonds Direct's already unbeatable value, plus an extra 20% off virtually everything. All wedding bands, earrings, pendants, bracelets, and of course, thousands of engagement rings. Plus, our top designers flying in with their entire collections just for you. It's the jewelry event of the spring, April 29th, 30th, and May 1st at Diamonds Direct in Boca Raton.
Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, talks about timeshare cancellation.
If I could help everybody that has been lied to when buying a timeshare, I would. But the honest truth is, I can't. And those that are telling you that they can without knowing the specifics of your timeshare, well, they're lying too. But if you were misled when buying a timeshare, if you were told your timeshare was a great investment or your maintenance fees would never go up, I might be able to help. 10 years ago, I was sued for millions of dollars by a timeshare giant in federal court with everything to lose. My home, my money, my kids' future. But I fought. I won because I fought for what was right, helping folks that have been lied to cancel their timeshare. Unfortunately, we can't help everyone, but I guarantee you if we take you as a client, we will cancel your timeshare contract or you'll pay nothing.
Call Wesley now for your free information kit. 800-656-1155. 800-656-1155. 800-656-1155.
If you can push it, pull it, drag it, or tow it, we'll take it and pay you $5,000 for your trade, guaranteed. At Toyota Kia Vero Beach, don't be fooled by other dealers' up to trade-in amounts. Only Toyota Kia Vero Beach guarantees you $5,000 minimum for your trade. Plus, if your trade's worth more, we'll pay you more, $5,000 more. And if you owe more than your vehicle is worth, your clunker is all you need. No matter where you live, Stewart, Melbourne, Sebastian, Fellsmere, Port St. Lucie, Fort Pierce, even West Palm, only Toyota Kia Vero Beach pays you more for your trade. If you can push it, pull it, drag it, or tow it, we'll take it and pay you $5,000 for your trade, guaranteed. At Toyota Kia Vero Beach, south of Oslo Road on US 1. Online at VeroBeachPaysMore.com. That's VeroBeachPaysMore.com. $5,000 minimum towards new purchase. Only vehicle condition, mileage, history, repairs, and other factors may affect value. See dealer for details.
Sunfest is back. Join Real Radio at the hottest party of the year, Sunfest 2022. Taking over downtown West Palm Beach, April 28th to May 1st. South Florida's largest music and arts festival with performances by the Goo Goo Dolls, Adam Lambert, Slightly Stupid, and tons more. Plus, let loose on their floating bars, see their art district, amazing fireworks, and more. Get your tickets now at sunfest.com and find all the details, including the daily lineup and your chance to win at realradio921.com.
Hey, it's Greek from Monroe's and Palm Beach, where you can find beautiful ladies 7 days a week, great atmosphere, and a 5-star menu. And coming up, April 23rd, it's the Wizards Ball. You don't want to miss it. 500 cash prizes for the best costume in the house. Monroe's open 7 days a week till 5 a.m. Beautiful ladies, 5-star menu, and a great place to just hang your hat. And April 23rd, it's Monroe's, a Palm Beach Wizards Ball. Peace!
For more information about contests on the station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Well, if you're heading out along 95, a pretty smooth ride right up to speed in West Palm on the Belvedere Curve. If you are heading into Martin County, use the interstate. Turnpike shut down northbound from Indiantown Road to the Stewart exit because of a crash. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. If your company needs to spring into efficient hiring, then check out Indeed. Their powerful hiring platform makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Your happiest spring starts at Lowe's. Get those gatherings going with
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on 92.1 Real Radio. Back in the house on a Thursday in about 10 minutes and change, maybe 9. Your chance to win McGraw tickets for a great country concert. You guys will be excited, and it'll be Who Is Most Likely. And you guys will be able to call up, and it'll be either Jimmy, Francis, or me. And then just like that, bang, you're there. Jimmy's in the house.
Good morning.
Francis is here.
Hello, hello.
And it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, you couldn't have wrote a better script, Freddie Freeman. He is now with the Dodgers, and for the first 2 games that he's been back against his Braves, he's been just kicking ass, taking names. Last night, 3 for 4, and helped the Dodgers beat the Braves 5-1 for the second night in a row. Hit a home run, which is always sweet. Made a great play in the field, too. So everything's working out for him so far. 3 for 4 with a 2-run homer, and the Dodgers beat the Braves 5-1. And we made that great play in the field. His teammates started smiling at him and laughing. I'm sure it had to be a lot of good fun. But so far, he's off to a great start with the Dodgers over the Braves. Last night in the NBA, there was a couple playoff games and big games. Celtics and the Nets. Celtics were down by 17, and they came back in the second half. Kyrie Irving came back to the Boston Garden, but no fanfare. Nobody was yelling any profanity, at least that, they were showing. Kyrie was okay, too. He didn't do anything to the crowd. He got fined earlier the day before for $50,000 for giving everybody the number 1 and for also saying it on camera when he was walking out. So there was none of that happened. Big surprise last night in the playoffs. The Bulls were getting 10 points from the champs, the Bucks, and the Bulls beat them outright. And then Philly won in overtime up in Toronto. And at the end of the game, Drake was there, and of course he was talking to all the stars because that's what Drake does. He sits by this, courtside, and he talks to everybody who's a celebrity. But Philly ended up winning that. So it was not a good night for the Toronto fans. Philly's up in that series 3-0. And if you see Mike Tyson on a plane and you ask him for a selfie, maybe that's just it. Don't do any more. TMZ is reporting on Wednesday night he was on a flight from San Francisco to Florida. This almost could have made the Florida stories. And I guess this gentleman was talking to Mike, and then all of a sudden Mike got annoyed and beat the guy pretty bad. Threw a lot of punches at him. And not like Will Smith slaps. These are real punches. The guy, I can't do this. The guy was, they showed his face, and he looked like he was pretty beat up pretty bad. And again, I would not want to get hit by Tyson. I know he's in his 50s, but I don't care. He's still in good shape. So if you see Tyson out, maybe just wave and say, hey, Mike, I'm a big fan. And don't do it in a high-pitched voice either. I know he doesn't like that. Somebody else
doesn't like high-pitched voices?
Like, that you're imitating him because he has very high-pitched
like you're making fun of him.
Like you're making fun of him. I know somebody.
Does he get annoyed by that?
I know somebody who is out with somebody who bumped into him in Vegas, and he did that, and he said he did not take friend. He was not cool with it at all. The high pitch that Tyson has. Hey, what's up? How you doing? So Not a big fan of that. So don't do any of that. Basically, stay away from Mike. That's what it looks like. If you check out this video on TMZ, he really went to town on this guy. And then people are like, come on, Mike, leave him alone, leave him alone. I don't think he even got arrested when he got off the flight, though. That's what I found to be very unique. Maybe the police authorities or nobody was even aware or did not get called. And that is your trifecta. Second one of 4 today in the Penthouse. Peace.
Well, pretty safe to say that some good advice is not to get in Mike Tyson's face when you're on an airplane. An airplane. I got some more good advice for the next time your flight gets delayed or canceled. And I saw this and I thought this is some pretty good stuff. So take a couple notes here if you want. According to some people in this article that I read, if you download your airline's app and allow notifications, that's where they post any updates first. So if your flight is delayed or canceled, that's more than likely what we'll see it. They'll show it first, and it'll get notified and sent right to your phone. You'll probably get them even before employees do, according to this article.
It's very true. I have the Delta app, and I also have the Spirit Airline, and there's been some times where I've flown on Delta where things have happened. The flight got rescheduled or whatever the case may be. It's running late, and yes, 100%. And then it'll give you the option on the notifications. I know it's done it before, where it's just like if you want to go on another flight, it'll give you the option to go ahead and book it.
Cool.
Yeah, so I highly recommend that.
There you go.
Notifications set.
There's firsthand knowledge right there. You can't get any better than that. Another thing was check the website flightaware.com. It shows you where all planes are in real time. So even before an official update, you might be able to tell if your plane is really going to be there when it's supposed to be anyway. If you do get delayed, Google your airline bill of rights is another thing that they suggest. They'll tell you exactly what you are entitled to, like hotel rooms or flight vouchers. And that's very good because a lot of people have the assumption that if a flight is delayed or canceled, they automatically get things. And finally, on this list, if you need to call customer service, call the company you booked through. If you bought your tickets through, such as like Expedia, don't sit on hold with JetBlue for an hour because they probably won't be able to help you. Go to hotels.com. I know they have, I know that's hotels, but I think they have some flight stuff too. Expedia is another one. There's all kinds of, ways to book flights nowadays, and go to them before you go to the actual airline that you were on. So they'll get you help a little bit sooner. There's a couple of things, that happens if you ever get delayed or on a canceled flight. So
good job.
Something to think about. I didn't know about the app getting it first, like getting that info first. So that's great.
Yeah.
Franny just gave you a great example of when that actually happened. And of course, flightaware.com, that's a pretty good website to take a look at and see where your flight is at the given time. So that's really a couple good things right there.
You can turn off and on your notifications, right? So when I know I'm traveling, my notifications are on, but I don't want my notifications on all the time because then you're getting all these random ones from the airlines. And that's the same thing. We have Sunfest coming up. We're going to be giving away tickets tomorrow, by the way, to Sunfest. They have an app, same thing like Tortuga does. When you're at the time of going to the event, I highly recommend turning on your notifications while you're there and out and about, because you can keep up to date on what's going on and if there's any important news, and then just turn them off if you're not there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What do you have, Jimmy, on the hold?
We have Anthony on the line. He's got something he's got to take on this Mike Tyson situation that happened. Anthony, welcome to the Penthouse.
What's up, guys? What's up?
What's up?
The Mike Tyson thing, when you're talking about the high-pitched voice, I'm glad you guys are still around, too.
Us, too.
I don't know what's going on with whatever happened. I'm not going to ask any questions. But, yeah, Jamie Foxx has an old stand-up. You need it. It's on YouTube. And just put in Mike Tyson, Jamie Foxx. And, he did the high-pitched voice because he did it, in a lot of things that he did. And I guess he was at a bar, and Mike Tyson came in the bar, and Jamie Foxx freaked out and goes, "What? Did somebody lose their pit bull? Did somebody lose their pit bull? Oh God, he's coming right at me!" And then Mike Tyson went into that whole high pitch. He goes, "Yeah, Jamie, I heard your jokes. You think they were funny? You got to watch it. It was hilarious." But it just touched something when I heard Jamie Foxx talked about that whole high pitch thing, and then Mike Tyson confronted him about it or something like that.
Well, I'm sure if he knows you and you're friends, it's cool. But if you're a stranger,
it's like anything else.
It's a totally different thing. He's not going to want to deal with that. And just like on this plane, I don't know what happened, but Mike got upset. I mean, anybody, at that level, if you're going to antagonize or bust their chops, you got to expect they're going to come back. Like, hey, they don't care. This gentleman on plane, I mean, they said he took a selfie with Tyson and it was cool. And then the next thing
he
you know,
bloodied up this passenger. So like you mentioned, I'm surprised that he wasn't arrested when he got off the plane.
Me too. So am I. But he didn't. So far. Maybe now that the video comes out, it'll be different.
Well, he might have made a cash offer just to leave it alone.
Maybe.
Could be.
I wouldn't in my wildest dreams to do anything stupid to that man. I don't care if he
way.
was 75.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
And there was the story.
I'm with you.
Steve Shepard. It was on when Johnny was with you. Steve Shepard was coming out of a kava bar, and I used to go to that. Not that kava bar, but the liquor store next to it. And one of the guys that goes to the liquor store, he's always out front. And I guess the guy, Steve Shepard, had a limp and figured he could take Steve Shepard. And Steve Shepard broke his ribs, and the guy ran off. I don't know if they caught him after the fact, but the one we knew, when you guys had Johnny there, and the interview on the news, the guy goes, "Yeah, did you see what happened?" He goes, "Yeah, I seen what happened. The guy went to attack Steve Shepard, and Steve Shepard put the what's happening on him."
Yeah. I do remember that.
About it, but that was a while ago. Yeah. All right, thank you so much. I'm glad everything's still moving on for you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony.
I don't line up anymore. All right.
We're on every day, 10 to 2. That's the lineup we could tell you.
Thanks, Anthony.
Yes, absolutely. So I have a little bit more detail on the Tyson story, and I will post the video, but let's give a prize away. You guys want to do that?
Yeah, let's do it up.
Yes, we got Tim McGraw tickets. If you want to go see Tim McGraw, give us a call, 877-927-6969. That's 877-927-6969. And the details for that Tim McGraw concert, well, he is going to be playing at the I Think Financial Amphitheater Saturday, May 7th. And by the way, excuse me, this is a 4-pack of tickets.
Yeah, I was going to say, wow.
Yes, a 4-pack of tickets, not a pair, a 4-pack to see Tim McGraw. And who knows, maybe Faith Hill might come out with him. I know they think they just recently released another single or something together. You can get all the details and another chance to win at realradio921.com. But let's get you on the line for a little Who's Most Likely To. I'm going to ask you a question. Starts with Who's Most Likely To. And the answer, these are either going to be Greek, Jimmy, or Franny. You just got to get one and done. Just get one of these right, and you are on your way with a 4-pack of tickets to see Tim McGraw.
877-927-6969. That is the number to call. Jimmy will get you on, and then momentarily we'll begin the contest, and you guys have an opportunity.
Yeah.
Speaking of opportunities, this Saturday night, it's the Wizards Ball. Woo! At Monroe's in Palm Beach. Get over there. Those girls will make you feel like you've been with a wizard. 5-star menu, great music, and there's $500 cash and prizes this weekend. On Saturday night, it is the Wizards Ball at Monroe's of Palm Beach. You're going to have a great time. Enjoy yourself, and the ladies are always very nice to look at. And if you got anything going on, you might feel like you're a wizard when you leave. And Harry Potter's got nothing on you. It's this Saturday night, the 23rd of April. At Monroe's of Palm Beach. And then don't forget, before you know it, it'll be the Kentucky Derby. And Francis and I will be at the Palm Beach Kennel Club that Friday. I believe that's May 6th. Excuse me. We'll be there that Friday.
I was like, September. Wow.
Time flies. Thank you, Greek.
Wow.
Happy holidays. We'll be there November 14th.
You're telling people this much ahead of time?
I just want to give
them
a heads up. I want to give them a heads up.
Okay.
At Thanksgiving, we're giving away turkeys. But May 6th, we'll be at the Palm Beach Kennel Club. Jimmy, are we ready with our contestants?
We are. We are going to start with Al. Al, welcome to the Penthouse.
Thank you.
Al, how are you, sir?
I'm doing all right.
All right. How long have you been listening to Real Radio?
Since 2016.
Oh,
that's a nice little run you got going. What do you think of that Greek kid?
He's pretty cool.
There you go. That's how you do it. That's how you win right there.
So, Al, I am going to ask you a question, and it's a Who's Most Likely To question. You are just going to give us a moment for us to place our votes silently, and then Jimmy will cue you up for your answer. Cool?
Cool.
All right.
All right.
Let's get this going. Let me pull up my questions. Oh, I like it. Playing a little Tim McGraw. One of his saddest songs. No, it's a great song. Anyways, okay. Out of the three of us, Jimmy, Greek, or Franny, who is most likely to destroy a hotel room in a fit of rage?
I spent most of the next days.
Oh boy. Tie score. Okay, we have our answer. Al, out of the three of us, Francis, Greek, or myself, Jimmy, who is most likely to destroy a hotel room in a fit of rage?
None of y'all are rage-filled. I can't say Johnny C, right?
He would be the one we'd all point at, though, if he was here. I love you, Johnny. Pew, pew.
I'm going to take a shot in the dark, and I'm going to just say Greek.
Dang it.
No.
I voted for Greek, but it doesn't matter.
We were all torn on that one.
But we went for Jimmy.
I wasn't. I put it at him real quick. Just because you throw things.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you
No
so
problem.
much. Appreciate it.
All right, next up we have Nathan.
Nathan, what's happening,
Nathan,
buddy?
welcome to the Penthouse.
Nathan?
How are y'all doing today?
We're doing okay, Nathan. How are you, sir? Yes, we can. How are you, sir?
I'm doing
Good. How long have you been listening to Real Radio?
about 8 years.
Oh, nice. Another one. It's got a good run going. What do you think of that Greek kid so far?
He's all right. I like him.
Nah, you got to do a little better than that. Come on.
He
come
acted
on,
I
man.
like him
Kiss
at
his
the
ass,
end.
will you? Jesus, we want you to win.
Yeah, he's all right. I like him.
He's like, I'm sticking with what I had said before.
All right.
I can hear you, Nathan.
Yeah, he's right here. He's right here.
He said he likes you. Is that enough? Does it all have to be loud?
Nope.
All right, Nathan, let's do this.
Never enough. All right.
Okay, I'm going to ask you the question and just give us a moment, and Jimmy will cue you up for your answer. Out of the three of us, Jimmy, Greek, or Franny, who's most likely to get revenge on someone who wronged them?
All right, we have our answer. Nathan, out of the three of us, Greek, Francis, or myself, Jimmy, who is most likely to get revenge on somebody that wronged them?
Oh, man. I'm going to have to say Greek.
Sorry, Nathan.
Franny's the one you got to watch.
I voted. We all voted for me, inclling myself.
Yeah, she is. Ooh, watch out. You don't want to cross Franny.
Watch out. All right, sorry about that, Nathan. All right, and next up we have Lance. Lance, welcome to the Penthouse. What do you think of that Greek kid?
Hey, Lance.
We got Lance. Hello.
Lance?
Hello.
Oh, hey.
How are you, Lance?
Hello. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great, Lance. How long have you been listening to Real Radio?
About 10 years.
Wow.
Oh, 10. All right, what do you think of that Greek kid?
Bizarre. How's that?
There's a loser.
Come on, Lance.
Yeah, come on, kiss his ass.
Bizarre?
You know how this works.
Oh, boy.
That's your favorite word, isn't it?
It's up there.
How bizarre.
How bizarre. I love you, Lance.
One of many, you know. Do what you got to do.
It's the bottom line.
That's the bottom line.
That's a phrase.
It's a great
I understand where he's getting from.
It's really pretty this time of year.
All right, Lance. Let's get this done. We want you to get tickets to Tim McGraw. I'm just going to ask you a question and just give us a moment to place our votes, and Jimmy will cue you up. So out of the three of us, Greek, Jimmy, or Franny, who's most likely to stalk their celebrity crush?
All right, we have our answer. Lance, out of the three of us, Greek, Francis, or myself, Jimmy, who is most likely to stalk their celebrity crush?
I'm going to ask the process of elimination. I'm going to have to go with Greek.
Why me?
There you go.
Nice
There
job.
it is. There
Why
it is.
me, Lance?
Yeah, we got 4 minutes to break, and he wants to know exactly why you chose him.
Come on, Lance. Why me, man? I got therapy today at 2:30, 4:30, and 5:30.
That's going to be expensive.
That was perfect because, especially after Bizarre, and it has to be you on that question. That's pretty funny.
Yes.
Well, congratulations. Enjoy the concert. I'm sure it's going to be special. And remember, you got 4 tickets for this.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a
So
great.
you can take Greek,
Yeah,
you can take
Greek-
me, and you can take Jimmy.
Greek's available. That's for sure.
I've never gone to a country concert, but I'm always willing.
For a piece of ass.
That's awesome, man. You guys are great. It's good hearing from you guys and all that good stuff. And have yourself a wonderful day, guys.
Lance, I'm going to put you on hold, and I'll be back with you in a couple minutes to get some info from you so we can get you set up with these tickets. Thanks a lot for participating in today's wonderful game.
That's awesome.
Congratulations.
Great
Lance.
job by
do it
everybody.
right there, kids.
Sure is.
Great job by Francis. Great job by Jimmy. Great job by Lance. Everybody else who tried to get in, we appreciate you guys. And 11:45, we always have a contest because we just want to show you it's us spreading our love.
That's
to you.
it. Spreading our love. And speaking of participating, we have a few who have participated on our text line at 47142. A couple things. We were from the Florida story, that sheriff who they had to arrest his daughter for trafficking meth. And we were questioning the whole controlled buy because that's what happened. And then she ended up selling undercover cops 2 ounces of meth. And so, yes, we kind of got there. But thank you so much for solidifying it. They said, yes, love you guys. A controlled buy is basically an undercover buy set up by police.
Like a sting.
Yeah. And then we were talking about, it was the TV dude, the one that let the air out?
Waters.
Yeah, let the air out somebody's tire.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody was like, thanks for the great idea. Don't go doing that. And then somebody said the best way to meet someone is to kidnap and return their pet. I don't recommend that either.
Wow.
No.
That is brutal.
Just be like, oh, look, I found your dog running around. And he's like, oh, my God, you saved him. How did he get out?
Oh, man, it's some of the things that people come up with.
Yes.
It wasn't a movie or a TV show, wasn't it?
Probably. I'm sure it's
I just think
happened
it's
somewhere.
Anytime I hear it, I think of Lady Gaga. Obviously, because her dog got picked up. But, I mean, you pick up somebody's dog or cat and then bring it back to the house. I'm sure they'd be, thrilled. But, I mean, that's really pretty kiboshi.
I feel like this has played out on some kind of movie or TV show. And I do.
Seems familiar.
It does, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just crazy things. I mean, how about old school? Just go up to somebody and say hi.
Yeah, how about just paying them?
Oh, speaking of Lady, I know. But you guys, because speaking of Lady Gaga's dog walker, the person who shot him, I'm guessing that.
He got it out.
Did you hear that? So this was a terrible incident that happened, and they stole her dogs, her French bulldogs. The dude got shot, but then they arrested a few people, and this one dude, James Howard Jackson, was in custody on charges of attempted murder.
And he's out.
And this was it. Well, as well as the theft of the 2 dogs, too. So after attending a court proceeding, it looks like he was released from custody the next day to what the sheriff's department called a clerical error. So he wasn't supposed to be released.
Then he got out.
Yes.
Oh.
They said it seems that in an effort to speed up the legal process, the LA County District Attorney's Office had moved to dismiss the existing charges against Jackson in order to charge 19-year-old on what they said another grand jury indictment. Those charges were then filed with the court under a new case number. Unfortunately, the new information was not relayed to all of the departments involved, including the jail where he was being held. So they let him go, and they were not supposed to.
That whole story to me with the dogs and the shooting just seems like there's so much more we don't know about. And also him, the way he spoke about Lady Gaga first, taking care of him. And then, he was started a GoFundMe page and he was traveling the country and it seemed a little odd, some of the stuff.
I don't know. But anyways, so I don't know if he's still missing, but it looks like the district's attorney said they are working with the sheriff's department to take Jackson back into custody. And they're asking for anybody who has information about him to reach out. So I think he's like, peace out.
Yeah, I'm out. I got out.
Bye. Right here. Yeah.
And I'm sure the dog walker's
How
upset
often
now.
does that happen?
Bye-bye. He might be thinking he's going to come after him again. But again, that whole story. And
I wouldn't think that. I mean, the guy wasn't specifically going after the dog walker. He was going after the dogs.
I don't know. If somebody shot me, I might be like, if they shot me and they're out again, you'd be like, oh, God, they're out? Who knows? I don't think they're too stable. That's for damn sure.
Oh, definitely not stable.
No.
But
I just thought that story didn't make sense. I thought there was something more to it. I wouldn't be surprised if it becomes a movie, but it just seemed odd about, Lady Gaga and helping him and then not helping him. And then, he traveled across the country. It seemed crazy. It really did. But you know what? Mistakes do happen. And again, they are looking for this guy. It is the Penthouse. It is a Thursday. It's 12 o'clock. We'll come back with some fun facts and a lot more. Peace.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy as we move through this Thursday. A few tiny showers could move on shore at times, but overall, we're looking nice out there as we move through the rest of the day. It's windy with an east wind around 15 to 20 miles per hour. We'll stay breezy as we move through the next few days. Highs are near 80 degrees.
This report is sponsored by Racetrack.
You deserve rewards from Racetrack. For what? For having great taste in food and keeping the tank full. Download the Racetrack Rewards app and get a free coffee or large fountain drink. Racetrack, whatever gets you going. Offer valid for 7 days after sign-up. $1 initial purchase required. Limitations apply. See racetrack.com/rewards for details.
Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, talks about timeshare cancellation.
If I could help everybody that has been lied to when buying a timeshare, I would. But the honest truth is, I can't. And those that are telling you that they can without knowing the specifics of your timeshare, well, they're lying too. But if you were misled when buying a timeshare, if you were told your timeshare was a great investment, or your maintenance fees would never go up, I might be able to help. 10 years ago, I was sued for millions of dollars by a timeshare giant in federal court with everything to lose. My home, my money, my kids' future. But I fought. I won because I fought for what was right, helping folks that have been lied to cancel their timeshare. Unfortunately, we can't help everyone, but I guarantee you if we take you as a client, we will cancel your timeshare contract or you'll pay nothing.
Call Wesley now for your free information kit. 800-656-1155. 800-656-1155. 800-656-1155.
If you can push it, pull it, drag it, or tow it, we'll take it and pay you $5,000 for your trade, guaranteed. At Toyota Kia Vero Beach, don't be fooled by other dealers' up to trade-in amounts. Only Toyota Kia Vero Beach guarantees you $5,000 minimum for your trade. Plus, if your trade's worth more, we'll pay you more, $5,000 more. And if you owe more than your vehicle is worth, your clunker is all you need. No matter where you live, Stewart, Melbourne, Sebastian, Fellsmere, Port St. Lucie, Fort Pierce, even West Palm, only Toyota Kia Vero Beach pays you more for your trade. If you can push it, pull it, drag it, or tow it, we'll take it and pay you $5,000 for your trade, guaranteed. At Toyota Kia Vero Beach, south of Oslo Road on US 1. Online at VeroBeachPaysMore.com. That's VeroBeachPaysMore.com. $5,000 minimum towards new purchase. Only vehicle condition, mileage, history, repairs, and other factors may affect value. See dealer for details.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-568-2790. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-568-2790. That's 800-568-2790. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with, call Big Lou at 800-568-2790.
Hey, it's Greek. Get ready for the Fresh Pick Pricing event at Diamonds Direct. This is an annual event everyone waits for. It's happening April 29th, 30th, and May 1st. A spectacular 3-day store-wide sale. Get Diamonds Direct already unbeaten value plus an extra 20% off. Virtually everything's on sale. All wedding bands, earrings, bracelets, and thousands of engagement rings. When Diamonds Direct has a sale, you know it's a real deal. I'm talking extreme value right here at Diamonds Direct. Plus, Diamonds Direct top designers are flying in with their entire collection. It's truly your event of the spring. It's like the biggest jewelry trunk sale you've ever seen. If jewelry's in your future for a proposal, anniversary, birthday, graduation, you need to be at this event. Save an extra 20% during the sparkling store-wide sale. 3 days only, April 29th, the 30th, and May 1st. Only at Diamonds Direct. Get special hours, directions, and more. Details at diamondsdirect.com. Don't miss it.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Turnpike has now reopened northbound. It was shut down between Indiantown Road and Martin Highway has now reopened, so good to go there after a crash that had it closed for quite a while. 95 is still looking good throughout the Palm Beaches. We are accident-free, according to FHP. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Discover. If you're a valued customer, you deserve a simple gesture of appreciation from your credit card company. And that's why Discover matches all of the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year. Discover. Exceptionally common sense. Learn more at discover.com/match. Limitations apply.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
This is WZZR FM, West Palm Beach, Real Radio 92.1, powered by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Been in an accident? Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, it is The Penthouse, and it is your house, too. You're always welcome to jump in. Jimmy's in the house.
Good afternoon.
And, of course, we got Franny.
Hello.
I know we got a couple people on hold that will let knock on the door and walk in the Penthouse.
First up, we got our good friend and hasn't checked in with us in a while. Good to hear from you. Kathy, welcome back to the Penthouse.
Wow.
How you doing?
Hey, Grace. It's Andy.
Hi, Kathy. Long time no hear.
I'll go screw.
She's like, I already talked to you.
What?
Greek knows I had a beard.
Yeah, Kathy, you sound great.
Yeah, well, I feel great
Good.
now.
What's been going on, Kathy? Why haven't we heard from you?
Oh, I had some medical problems and everything, so I didn't want to bother anybody. But then I sat around today. I was all by myself out on the back porch and just thinking. I said, I haven't talked to the Penthouse in so long.
You sure haven't.
I need to call them.
Well, it's nice you called. We're glad you're doing well.
Yeah, I am. I'm starting to make plans to improve my life a little bit and do some other things and get out in the world again. With everything going on, I just been I moved into a new room in the house. I got a bigger room.
Good.
I'm still at Dale's. I'm not real happy with him right now, but that's another show.
Well, sorry to hear that.
Well, who is happy at the end of the day?
Hey,
you know what I mean?
As long as you're not mad at him all the time, maybe today's just a day. Because if you're not happy with him all the time, then maybe you guys shouldn't be around each other. But
yeah, well, you work things out.
Yeah, I'm thinking about taking a break. When I take a break, I take a break. My friend's moving to Daytona, and I'm thinking about helping her. So I can tell you what's happening in Daytona if I do go with her for a little while.
What do you got going on over there?
Well, my friend's a hairdresser, and she's got a job over there, so she's thinking about moving. And right now she just goes on the weekends. So I'm thinking I can go on the weekends with her and Monday report to you what craziness goes on in Daytona.
All right, sounds good.
We would love that. Have you on the field or street reporter for Daytona.
That'd be awesome.
Love it.
Be awesome.
Love it.
Gives you a little bit of a job.
Hey, you know I do stuff for you guys. I don't care. I love y'all.
Well, we love you. It's nice that you called.
Doesn't mean I haven't thought about you. I really miss Johnny.
We do too.
But you guys have a good day. I'll let some other callers get in.
All right. Have a nice day, Kathy.
Tomorrow's Friday. I might call you tomorrow.
All right.
Please do. Don't be a stranger. It was nice to hear your voice.
Yeah. God bless.
Okay, I'll talk to y'all later.
Peace out.
Take care. You all too.
Thank you so much.
Bye, Kathy.
Jim, you have somebody else on hold?
Yeah, we do have Brian on the line. Brian, welcome to the Penthouse.
Go on, Penthouse.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, I'll tell you a quick story. I moved down to Florida about 20 years ago, and I met this guy. He was about 6'8". He always wore Hawaiian shirts and boat shoes and khaki shorts everywhere he went. His favorite two things in the world was strippers and blow.
Okay.
And he looked just like Gary Busey.
Okay.
So one day he comes into my house, he just busts in my door like Kramer, and he says, "Brian," he says, "I've got this phone number from this person, and she gave me a wrong number at the strip club, and I've been calling this girl trying to get her to meet us for the last couple weeks." That's just the way he was. So the girl finally agrees to meet us.
Okay.
So he tells me, he goes, "I've just ate 2 beans, and I'm going to meet this girl I've never met in my life. If you want to go?" Wait a minute. So you're rolling on ecstasy right now, and you're going to go meet some girl that you got the wrong number from a stripper that you've been hounding for the last couple of weeks. He says, "Yes."
Sounds like a plan.
That is a great idea.
Yeah. This guy sounds like a good time.
I am definitely in for this.
Okay.
So, long story short, we met the girl. I ended up marrying her. I've been married to her for
Wow.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
What a twist.
How come she went for you and not your other buddy?
Right. I think, when you're rolling on ecstasy, it's kind of hard to hold a conversation.
That's
Yeah. So you did it right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you went as a friend, maybe like as a,
You're trying to bring like a wingman, right?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you ended up meeting. And how many years you're married now?
18. Just celebrated 18th anniversary Sunday.
Wow, that's a great story. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that story beats the guy from Fox.
Are you still friends with the guy who was rolling on ecstasy?
No, I don't know what happened to him, really. But the funny thing was, my wife became a nurse, and he actually ended up on her floor, and he's not doing well.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Have a hard time on the floor.
I mean, a guy who eats a couple beans, like you said, a couple rolls of ecstasy before meeting a girl, I have a feeling things go downhill after that.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
Unless you get help and turn yourself around.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why you never know you're going to meet somebody. But you got to be out there and, plugging away. And look, you met your wife, 18 years.
Plug away.
That was strangely arousing.
Yep, 2 kids. Just want to tell you a story. You're talking about the flat tires.
No, that's a good story. That's very good. I think it tops the Fox story. It really does.
That was awesome.
You too. Thanks for the story.
That's awesome. Way to be. Franny, do you have time for some facts of fun?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's time for break.
Time for break, yeah.
Okay. It is the Penthouse. We're going to come back with some fun facts. And if you got a story like that, gentlemen, that was a good one. Wow,
That's
18
so
years.
dope.
It was so dope. I mean, that guy ended up marrying her. They got 2 kids. I love love stories. It is the Greek. It is Francis. It is Jimmy. Come back with us. Come on. Hooray. We'll be back. Peace.
Got something to say? Text us at 47142. Start your message with Real Radio. Standard data and message rates apply, and don't text while driving.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy as we move through this Thursday. A few tiny showers could move on shore at times, but overall, we're looking nice out there as we move through the rest of the day. It's windy with an east wind around 15 to 20 miles per hour. We'll stay breezy as we move through the next few days. Highs are near 80 degrees.
This report is sponsored by Blindster. Need new blinds or shades? Blindster.com offers custom-made blind shades and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are easy to install and guaranteed to fit. And right now, save 45% off any order. Just use code RADIO at checkout. Blindster.com.
What the Florida is brought to you by Knox & Dunn. Strong and true Florida rum. Flavor straight from the barrel, nothing added. Try it today.
You know, every 3 seconds there is a new victim of identity theft. A criminal could be applying for loans in your name, selling your personal information on the dark web. Now, protecting your identity can be very easy thanks to LifeLock by Norton. No one company can prevent all identity theft or monitor every transaction of every business, but LifeLock, it's simple and easy to protect yourself, and you'll save up to 25% off your first year when you go to LifeLock.com or call 1-800-LifeLock. Just use the promo code Hannity.
This is an important notice to consumers facing $10,000 or more in credit card debt, medical bills, or other unsecured debt. You're not required to pay it all back because there are special programs now in effect that will significantly reduce the amount you will owe if you qualify. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. These programs, which the credit card companies like to keep secret, exist to aid American consumers struggling with overwhelming credit card debt by offering tremendous savings and real debt relief. Accredited Debt Relief has established a special hotline for you to call and learn what savings you qualify for. They've helped qualify consumers with over $1 billion in debt and are A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. So don't wait. Get the relief you need during these hard economic times. For this free information, call the Accredited Debt Relief Hotline now. Call 800-984-8484. 800-984-8484. That's 800-984-8484.
Hayes Creek from Monroe's and Palm Beach, where you can find beautiful ladies 7 days a week, great atmosphere, and a 5-star menu. And coming up April 23rd, it's the Wizards Ball. You don't want to miss it. 500 cash prizes for the best costume in the house. Monroe's open 7 days a week till 5 a.m. Beautiful ladies, 5-star menu, and a great place to just hang your hat. And April 23rd, it's Monroe's, a Palm Beach Wizards Ball. Peace.
This is Matt Crowder, live at the gas station on 41st Street, reporting on those skyrocketing gas prices. Excuse me, miss, are you buying less gas now because of the high prices?
Oh, I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Get Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute, are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
Well, does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, well, there you have it. Stop paying full price for gas. Download the free Get Upside app and get real cash back every time you buy gas. This is Matt Crowder, Radio News Network. Download the free Get Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code HYBRID for a $5 bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code HYBRID for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code HYBRID.
You know, every 3 seconds there is a new victim of identity theft. A criminal could be applying for loans in your name, selling your personal information on the dark web. Now, protecting your identity can be very easy thanks to LifeLock by Norton. No one company can prevent all identity theft or monitor every transaction of every business, but LifeLock, it's simple and easy to protect yourself, and you'll save up to 25% off your first year when you go to LifeLock.com or call 1-800-LifeLock. Just use the promo code Hannity.
Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, talks about timeshare cancellation.
If I could help everybody that has been lied to when buying a timeshare, I would. But the honest truth is, I can't. And those that are telling you that they can without knowing the specifics of your timeshare, well, they're lying too. But if you were misled when buying a timeshare, if you were told your timeshare was a great investment, or your maintenance fees would never go up, I might be able to help. 10 years ago, I was sued for millions of dollars by a timeshare giant in federal court with everything to lose. My home, my money, my kids' future. But I fought. I won because I fought for what was right, helping folks that have been lied to cancel their timeshare. Unfortunately, we can't help everyone, but I guarantee you if we take you as a client, we will cancel your timeshare contract or you'll pay nothing.
Call Wesley now for your free information kit. 800-656-1155. 800-656-1155. 800-656-1155.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Turnpike has now reopened northbound. It was shut down between Indiantown Road and Martin Highway. It has now reopened, so good to go there after a crash that had it closed for quite a while. 95 is still looking good throughout the Palm Beaches. We are accident-free, according to FHP. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Discover. If you're a valued customer, you deserve a simple gesture of appreciation from your credit card company. And that's why Discover matches all of the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year. Discover. Exceptionally common sense. Learn more at discover.com/match. Limitations apply.
As America's largest injury law firm, size is our strength. Morgan & Morgan.
Hi guys, it's me, Brian Baumgartner, and maybe you've heard my podcast, The Office Deep Dive. Well, now I'm expanding it into even more of your favorite shows in my new podcast, Off the Beat.
Hey everybody, I'm Rob Riggle.
Hi, I'm Allison Hannigan. My name is Jamie Lynn Sigler, Meadow Soprano.
Eric Stone Street. I played Cameron Tucker.
Listen to Off the Beat on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
There's an app for everything. And I bet you have multiple apps on your phone just to order food, get a ride, or even find a date. But we made the iHeartRadio app your all-in-one app. Your favorite music, radio stations, and podcasts together, and all for free. Listen to your favorite radio station anywhere you want, plus all your
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse on a Thursday afternoon. I hope you're having a good day. The sun is out and the breeze is flowing, so I hope everything's going your way. Jimmy's in the house.
Good afternoon.
And Franny's here.
Hey.
Ding, ding, ding. We got some facts of fun that'll put a smile on your face or make you want to shake your ass. Either way.
So, if you heard our intro, today is a day of the high five.
High five!
High five. It's National High Five Day. It's also one of your favorite days as well, G-Man. It's National Tea Day because we know how much you love tea.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you do love tea so much. I think Jimmy even knows how much you love tea.
Can't drink in my hot tea, which I have every day. And I'm into tea now, so if anybody wants to give me a tea bag.
Oh, boy.
You are a masterpiece.
You're a wizard.
You are.
Way to edit that out.
You are
I'm into tea right now, so if anybody wants to give me a tea bag.
So there is a couple, and not many, but there's a few facts about the high five. Now, this is quite interesting. You would think that the high five would be something that's been around forever.
It hasn't.
But according to this, on National High Five Day, they say this is how it started. They're going with the baseball story, this particular website.
Mm-hmm.
Back in 1977, when Dodgers' Dusty Baker and Glenn Burke gave each other a high five in celebration. Baker's home run had just made LA the first team in history to have 4 hitters with at least 30 home runs in a single session.
Season.
So they went, season, you're right. So they went in, boop, high-fived each other, and like, that's the first high five. 1977? Like,
Yep.
I would think high fives are something that have been around forever.
It used to be low. You used to tap the guy.
Low fives.
Yep. And that's what it was. And then they changed it. And with the high five, and high five has been sticking ever since.
Very, very interesting.
Now, who are the other 3 Dodgers? Good trivia question. Who hit 30 home runs that year?
Ooh, I don't know. You don't know? Or is that just a trivia question that you're just...
I would have to think.
Oh, okay.
I really guess. I can think of a couple, but I don't know about 4.
Okay. And did you know that they have a high five-a-thon?
Where's this at?
I guess it's something that you do like around the world with each other. In 2012, they saw the inaugural National High Five-a-thon, and it's for cancer research.
Oh
yeah. So based on the model of a fun run or a dance-a-thon, it's about that. So participants get involved, and they give high fives all day on National High Five Day and raise money. So I guess the first time they did it, it started out with 200 participants from 42 states doing it, and they raised more than $16,000 for just high-fiving. And this all went to cancer research centers.
That's
and
great.
It's been going on since then, yeah.
I think that's great.
I agree with you as well, too. On National High Five Day. The high five. So there's different claims, though, right? They also claim that it could have happened. The high five could have. They say this is an alternate theory at a Louisville basketball team, or in Louisville with the basketball team that started the high five back in 1978 during that season. Have you ever heard that one?
I never heard the basketball one. I've heard the baseball one with Dusty Baker. Dusty Baker obviously is still around and playing and managing baseball, but I've heard that that one the most.
Have you?
Yeah, the Dodgers.
Okay.
And that was what? 77, you said?
78, 79?
78, so.
What, the basketball one, 78, 79, Dodgers is 77.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the Dodgers, I guess, would have been the original, but yeah, they're saying alternate theory. I don't know. And as G-Man mentioned, yes, the low five has been around a lot longer. And they say the first movie sighting was in The Principal. Have you ever heard of The Principal? It's a movie in 1987 featuring James Belushi as a principal.
Yeah, he was a principal in a real rough school area.
Okay.
He went to school on a motorcycle, and he tried to change the school and the rules and put some stuff in there, and didn't work out too well.
Yep. And a high five, well, it's traveled around the globe. Sometimes you're not allowed to do things, certain gestures that you can do
Could
here.
be considered offensive in other countries. Is that what you mean? Okay.
But they say that the high five is a universal gesture. People on every continent are doing it. In fact, one guy, Craig Lewis, even quit his job to high five the world. He traveled to 36 countries, high fiving his way through them all.
How about that, huh? Wow.
I'm going to quit my job and just high five everybody.
I wonder who paid for that.
Yeah.
That'd be expensive.
I love it. Yep. And then the kid president loves them too. Remember Kid President? He once famously said, give people high fives just for getting out of bed. Being a person is hard sometimes. Isn't that the truth? We love giving high fives for everything. Who's the kid president? Do you guys remember the kid president?
I do not.
I don't either.
No.
I feel like we should know who the kid president was.
I do not know who it was.
Yeah.
Even when you just mentioned it, I said, who's that?
Yeah. And there's a little bit of fun facts for your high five day.
Awesome.
High five.
High five.
Kid president. I got to Google this guy. Is it a movie?
High five. I don't know. Kid president. Doesn't ring a bell. If it rings a bell to anybody, call us.
Robbie Novak is an American actor and media personality best known for portraying Kid President on YouTube and on television. He is featured in a series of YouTube videos and in a television show produced by actor Rainn Wilson.
Oh, Rainn Wilson from The Office.
Yeah, so apparently there's a combination of different ways, but it looks like he's best known as being on YouTube.
There you go. Kid president. Looks like he's 18 years old, so we're way out of touch.
Right, he's 18 now.
A long time ago. Way out of touch.
Jimmy, I know you got some audio of a little late night TV of a star who's making a little bit of a comeback. He's got a good movie out right now, and it's pretty cool.
Well, apparently that's what he was doing. So Nicolas Cage was on Jimmy Kimmel's show last night, and he was promoting his new movie, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Apparently that comes out tomorrow. And he was talking, he told Jimmy about a story about one time where he was he won a bunch of gamblings, and well, I'll tell you what, I'll just let him. All right, where'd he go?
Talk to us, Nick.
And I love it when... Oh, there it is. Here we go. This is a little story that Nicolas Cage talked about with Kimmel about when he won something at a casino.
I went to the roulette table, and I just knew I had it. And every number I chose, and I often would choose the same number, it kept winning. And then even the woman that was spinning the ball said, nothing sweeter than a repeater. And I kept It's true. And I said, this is magic. I did it. It happened. And so the next day I said, this is so special. I'm going to go. I found an orphanage. And I said to the headmistress, this is for you. Put $20,000 cash in her hand. And I never gambled again because it would ruin the magic of that night.
Never gambled again.
Wow. That's very nice. Wow, he won 20 dimes playing roulette, and he done it again.
I've heard that story before.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
That's very nice. That's very nice that he did that. God bless.
Yeah.
What do you, Nick? He seems a little bit of an eccentric. A lot of things that he buys and stuff like that. Years ago, I was in Hollywood. We went to Star Homes. I've told the story, and we went by his house. I was with a bunch of people, and he was dumping a garbage or something. He was doing something outside. Man, he just ripped everybody. Like, blank, get out of here. I was like, oh my God, it's Nicolas Cage.
Oh, so not very nice?
That day wasn't very nice.
High five. No high five from Nick.
High five that day for Nick. I don't think he was too happy that day.
When you do that high five, obviously, that's Borat.
That one is Borat.
That's Borat. So Borat reminds me of Rudy Giuliani, who in one of his latest films got destroyed.
Yeah. From the second one that he did.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, the most recent, right? Was the second or third? Yeah.
He was with a girl, right?
Yes. And it's all, if you ever watch those films, they put people in real situations, even though they're acting.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about Sacha Baron Cohen and whoever he had. But it's a very uncomfortable scene with Rudy Giuliani. And so just one of the shows that I watched, The Masked Singer, and they kind of revealed this before the series started, or this season did. Yep. But we didn't actually see what happened because they haven't aired it yet. And I guess they just aired it. And this is something I'm going to have to watch when I get home because I have it in my queue and over at Hulu. But it did happen. I guess, spoiler alert, Rudy Giuliani was one of the contestants on The Masked Singer. And I'm guessing he did not make it past his round because when you don't make it, you have to take off your mask. They find out who the celebrity is.
Yeah.
And it looks like, he appeared last night dressed up as the Jack in the Box. And he sang Bad to the Bone by George Thorogood. And he did not probably do it as well as the others did. So he got voted off. And when he came to Unmask, a couple of the females, Nicole Scherzinger, never know how to say her name, and Jenny McCarthy. Is it McCarthy? Yeah.
McCarthy. Yeah.
Yes, McCarthy. Yeah. They stood up, clapping, had no idea. But Robin Thicke was the last person he expected. He kind of smiled uncomfortably. But then the other comedian, Dr. Ken Jeong, nope. He was out. He got up and he walked off the stage.
That's the guy from The Hangover,
right? Yes. He was not happy about it.
I don't know why he would get so mad.
He said, I'm done, is what he said.
But why would you get so mad?
I'm done. Well, I guess he's not a fan, that's what you would say.
He probably doesn't like his political views, obviously.
Yes.
And then he walked away. But again, you're just judging something, and I don't think it really matters.
Yes.
The guy wasn't saying his political views.
Yeah.
But everybody's different. It is the Penthouse. We'll come back with a trifecta and a lot more on a Thursday. Peace.
We're still your at-work station, even if your work happens to be on the kitchen table. Bed. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
This is Chris Collinsworth. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings.
The Panthers go for 12 straight wins tonight when they host Detroit. Defenseman Aaron Ekblad remains out with a lower body injury, but resumed skating with the team yesterday. Pablo Lopez starts on the mound for the Marlins tonight. They try to avoid a sweep by the Cards. Fish were shut out for the first time this season last night. And former Marlins slugger Miguel Cabrera is one hit shy of reaching 3,000. He could set that mark in Detroit this afternoon against the Yankees. I'm Scott Davidson.
Download the DraftKings app and use code SPORTS to get a free shot at millions of dollars up for grabs this week with your first deposit.
Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com for details.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy as we move through this Thursday. A few tiny showers could move on shore at times, but overall, we're looking nice out there as we move through the rest of the day. It's windy with an east wind around 15 to 20 miles per hour. We'll stay breezy as we move through the next few days. Highs are near 80 degrees.
This report is sponsored by Blindster. Need new blinds or shades? Blindster.com offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are easy to install and guaranteed to fit. And right now, save 45% off any order. Just use code radio at checkout. Blindster.com.
Your happiest spring starts at Lowe's. Get those gatherings going with $50 off Charbroil Performance Series 5 burner gas grill, now $249. Home to any possibility. Selection varies by location while supplies last. Valid 4/21/22 through 4/27/22.
Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, talks about timeshare cancellation.
If I could help everybody that has been lied to when buying a timeshare, I would. But the honest truth is I can't. And those that are telling you that that they can without knowing the specifics of your timeshare, well, they're lying too. But if you were misled when buying a timeshare, if you were told your timeshare was a great investment or your maintenance fees would never go up, I might be able to help. 10 years ago, I was sued for millions of dollars by a timeshare giant in federal court with everything to lose. My home, my money, my kids' future. But I fought. I won because I fought for what was right, helping folks that have been lied to cancel their timeshare. Unfortunately, we can't help everyone, but I guarantee you if we take you as a client, we will cancel your timeshare contract or you'll pay nothing.
Call Wesley now for your free information kit. 800-656-1155. 800-656-1155. 800-656-1155.
If you can push it, pull it, drag it, or tow it, we'll take it and pay you $5,000 for your trade, guaranteed. At Toyota Kia Vero Beach, don't be fooled by other dealers up to trade-in amounts. Only Toyota Kia Vero Beach guarantees you $5,000 minimum for your trade. Plus, if your trade's worth more, we'll pay you more, $5,000 more. And if you owe more than your vehicle is worth, your clunker is all you need. No matter where you live, Stewart, Melbourne, Sebastian, Fellsmere, Port St. Lucie, Fort Pierce, even West Palm. Only Toyota Kia Vero Beach pays you more for your trade. If you can push it, pull it, drag it, or tow it, we'll take it and pay you $5,000 for your trade, guaranteed. At Toyota Kia Vero Beach, south of Oslo Road on US 1. Online at VeroBeachPaysMore.com. That's VeroBeachPaysMore.com. $5,000 minimum towards new purchase. Only vehicle condition, mileage, history, repairs, and other factors may affect value. See dealer for details.
You know, every 3 seconds there is a new victim of identity theft. A criminal could be applying for loans in your name, selling your personal information on the dark web. Now, protecting your identity can be very easy thanks to LifeLock by Norton. No one company can prevent all identity theft or monitor every transaction of every business, but LifeLock, it's simple and easy to protect yourself. And you'll save up to 25% off your first year when you go to LifeLock.com or call 1-800-LifeLock. Just use the promo code Hannity.
So you're not going to want to miss this. The deals at Kohl's right now are beyond epic. I just got some new bath towels for $3 each. Found the cutest kids' outfits for only $5. And got myself some tees and tank tops for just $7. But the best part? You don't need any coupons. Can earn Kohl's Cash and get it all with free store pickup. Looks like April showers bring the flowers and the savings. Select styles. Sale ends April 24th. Some exclusions apply. See StoreKohl's.com for details.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, talks about timeshare cancellation.
If I could help everybody that has been lied to when buying a timeshare, I would. But the honest truth is, I can't. And those that are telling you that they can without knowing the specifics of your timeshare, well, they're lying too. But if you were misled when buying a timeshare, if you were told your timeshare was a great investment or your maintenance fees would never go up, I might be able to help. 10 years ago, I was sued for millions of dollars by a timeshare giant in federal court with everything to lose. My home, my money, my kids' future. But I fought. I won because I fought for what was right, helping folks that have been lied to cancel their timeshare. Unfortunately, we can't help everyone, but I guarantee you if we take you as a client, we will cancel your timeshare contract or you'll pay nothing.
Call Wesley now for your free information kit. 800-656-1155. 800-656-1155. 800-656-1155.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Well, in Jupiter, you have a couple of accidents. 195, this is northbound right by Indiantown Road off to the shoulder, but we have another one on the Turnpike northbound, a new crash blocking a left lane right at Indiantown Road. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Don't drive much, don't pay much with
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeartRadio station. Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
You're back in the Penthouse on a Thursday afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for listening always to R&R. New hours for the Penthouse, 10 to 2 now, Monday to Friday. Wake up with Rover and his crew. And then after us, it's the News Junkie. And then the Greek Zone from 7 to 8. You can hear Jimmy and me talking some sports. And then go to bed with Lex and Terry. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon. Just one small slight correction. That's 6 to 7. The Greek Zone, right here, 6 to 7. And then Lex and Terry takes over from 7 to midnight.
And Franny's here.
Hello, hello.
And it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
There was some NBA playoff games, right, going on last night, and a couple surprises. The Bulls ended up beating the Bucks, the champs. They were getting 10 points. They won outright. DeRozan had a big night for the Chicago Bulls. The Sixers won in overtime over Toronto and Drake. So they are down now 3-0. And the Celtics were down 17 in Boston Garden. And Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving had a bad night. They were 1 for 17 the second half. Wow. And Boston came all the way back. Crowd was going crazy. And that ended up changing things around. Now Boston's up 2-0 on the Nets.
Not too many shushes, huh?
No, too many quiet last night, Jimmy. That's good. Yeah, Kyrie was quiet. He was. The night before, Kyrie went off with the fans. The fans were on him, and he got fined $50,000 for giving the fans the number one. Also, he got fined for telling somebody blank you as he was leaving. Last night was a quiet night. They were up a lot early, the Nets, but like I said, they could not finish, and it wasn't a good night for them. And Freddie Freeman is now with the Dodgers. He was with the Braves last year when they won it all. They were the champs. And now he signed a free agent contract with the Dodgers. And for the second day in a row, he helped the Dodgers beat his old team. He went 3 for 4 with a 2-run homer. Great play in the field, too. Freddie Freeman could have not written a better script for the first 2 games against his old team. He's helped them win both times. First game, he hit a home run leading off. So that was pretty big, too, for him. And the Dodgers have beaten the Braves the last 2 times. So Freddie Freeman so far is enjoying Hollywood and L.A. and making big money. So hats off to him and the Dodgers. And that is your trifecta, 3rd of 4 today. Peace.
So just a little bit of, not really an update, but some more detail on that Mike Tyson thing. I am looking to put up this video very shortly. Yeah. I watched it a couple times. There was 2 videos that came out, and he's definitely going after him. And I'm talking about Mike Tyson. So
he is that kid hard.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And you'll get to see it. I'll have it up for you so you can check it out on the Penthouse blog. But from everything that I've seen and that I've read, they're claiming. So this is an update. As of this morning at 7:30, that sources close to Mike claim that the man was extremely intoxicated and wouldn't stop provoking him in his seat. So he lost his cool last night, Mike Tyson did, and repeatedly punched this guy in the face. But they learned that the incident all went down around like 10:30 last night as he was flying out of San Francisco International Airport coming to Florida. Well, witnesses on the plane say he and his friend were boarding Tyson's flight. And at first, they said that Tyson was like super cool with all the passengers. Just very cool, very nice. They said,
taking selfies.
Witness, said they was taking selfies with them and all this stuff. And even with this one drunk dude. And then, he was patient with his overly excited buddy, this one guy was, who kept trying to talk to Tyson as he sat right behind him. And eventually, I guess Tyson had enough because the guy was just talking his ear off and wouldn't leave him alone.
And he flipped out.
So Tyson told him to chill. The guy didn't. The guy's like, I'm not going to chill. So the guy didn't chill. And then that's when Tyson started to, that's when he turned around and threw several punches to the face. So there was video obtained of him throwing what they call flurry of blows at the man.
It was brutal.
And
It's okay, I'm drunk.
Oh,
Doesn't
yeah.
hurt.
Yeah. So the guy said that the guy had to go receive medical attention.
Oh, his face was backed up.
And then he went to the police over the incident, but TMC reached out to cops for comments, but so far no word back. They also reached out to JetBlue and Tyson's camp for comments, and no word back from either one yet. So does he get arrested? The guy went to the cops.
The guy went to the cops. I can't see how he doesn't get picked up.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, and then the other thing is what we talked about, and there's so many vague things. The same thing with Will Smith. Like, do you have to press charges? Like, if you hit me, do I have to press charges if somebody sees it? I don't know.
And now you're talking about something, that's sort of federal, right? Because you're on an airplane. So,
that changes it.
The FAA is involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just different. But yeah, and again, I probably Tyson's not thinking at the time people got video. But yeah, there was video clear as day, people behind him. And you would think that, that if the guy went to the police, that they would arrest him already. Pick him up down here. He's in Florida.
You would think. Yep. So, and for somebody who's been peaceful for so long.
Yes.
Man, he let this guy get to him, and I guess he maybe did not do his microdosing of mushrooms that day.
I mean, we talk about it. We talk about it, all of us. I mean, you're in a bad mood. You know what I mean? Who knows what could happen? Somebody says something, you lose your temper. And then the next thing you know, who knows? Maybe the kid was yelling some stuff to him.
Well, no, I told you the whole story. They said he became very annoying, and the guy was intoxicated.
Yeah,
So, but you still shouldn't lay your hands on anybody.
No.
But
it can be tough though sometimes. I mean, somebody won't leave you alone after.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it was. I mean, I don't recall when you were telling the story if it was 5 minutes or was it 5 hours.
They didn't recall.
I mean, how long is this guy? I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. And then all of a sudden he turns around and says, "Well, I'm going to touch you," and boom. So
I know that's when you get the flight attendants or somebody involved who works in the airline.
Of course.
I know easier said than done.
You got to, yeah.
I know it is easier said than done. Believe me.
He might have been like, "Oh, you're the champ. You ain't so tough." You know what I mean? I'll take a punch for you. Who the hell knows?
Of course.
And you're right. There's no doubt about it. You got to just take a knee and just be quiet.
Unless you want to get arrested or banned from an airline. I mean, if that's your goal, then do whatever.
They're not thinking.
But yeah, so they were traveling somewhere, and this is quite interesting, that about 3 in 5 Americans believe that they can do this, and they think that they're in the know when it comes to traveling. So this was a poll done, about 2,000 people, and this is according to Study Finds, and 63% believe they have potential to be a full-fledged travel influencer. Do you think you guys could do that?
No.
Do you think you could be a travel influencer?
No, I don't travel enough.
You don't travel enough.
I don't travel enough, obviously. I think it's obviously a job where you have
but
to travel.
But doesn't mean just because you don't now doesn't mean you could in the future.
I'm not a big guy to travel a lot, jumping on planes, going all over the place. It might be glamorous. I don't know. Maybe if you were on a private jet doing it and hanging out with your friends, it might be great. But you got to travel everywhere, do a lot of social media, really take a lot of great pictures, I'm sure, to make people feel like, hey, this is a place you want to go to. Videos, everything, TikTok, do it all. I mean, it's something different, but I don't think I have the ability to do it.
What about you, Jimmy?
I'd love to, but again, I'm not where you lose me on that. And Greek's absolutely right. Is the social media aspect. Yeah. I don't know. I'm more low key. I don't like to put it out there, but you have to. If you're going to do that, you have to put yourself out there.
You do.
You have to show exactly. You got to learn where you're going and be able to, take pictures. But you got to take pictures of the right things, right? In order
to treat people
to promote whatever it is that they're trying to. Because obviously somebody's paying your way. And those people are the ones that you gotta provide for them.
Well,
so
a lot of these people don't get paid until later on, and the way they start making their money is by gaining a following.
Right.
And then they start getting sponsors, and then that's how they start making money. But a lot of these people they go out of their pocket in the beginning. I have a cousin, and he's on his way of doing it. And every time I turn around and I'm on social media, this kid is, and he's a good-looking dude too, is somewhere. He's in Europe, he's in South America, and I'm like, how the hell? I saw him at my mom's house over Easter, and I'm just living vicariously through you because you have this such amazing life.
Yeah.
And he's very fortunate that he's got a great place that he's living where rent isn't that high because he's renting a place at his friend's house.
Okay.
And he works for his friend remotely. So it leaves him really the opportunity to go out and to jet set and to have this fantastic life. And he's good at taking pictures and showing stuff. So he's trying to get to that level.
Right.
But I also want to ask you, I would love for somebody to be like, go and travel. I don't have the funds to do it, but if I did, you bet your ass I would.
Yeah. That's the thing, and that's where I really fall into the same type of thing as you, because I mean, if I was a millionaire or if I had enough money where I didn't have to worry, money wasn't an issue, I would love to travel the world, take pictures, and I could get into the social media to an extent, but where I have to do it as a job, where I have to do it where people are going to rely on what I give them as far as something as an influencer, right? That's the word that's kind of hangs me up. But I'd love to travel and post pictures on social media about it. It'd be great.
I mean, when I started getting involved with Instagram and following it and all the videos, that's when I started to get and wanted to go to Greece. That's what it was. I would say a couple months ago, because I would see all the videos of Greece and the islands and at nighttime, and I really didn't have that much knowledge of it. Same thing with Italy. I mean, I heard of a lot of people who went. Franny went, and I was like, okay. But then I started seeing videos of Italy, and the whole thing, the scene is like, wow, this is
hearing
really
about it and seeing it
are two different things.
Different things.
Yeah, so
because I've heard about it as well, and then you see those pictures. Like you posted some, and we have somebody else that works with us, Josie. Every now and then she's posted pictures of for her, she's Italian, so it's the motherland for her, and she posts them, and it's just so beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
It truly is. And we have some really cool places here in America, and I was talking about that with my husband. And it's funny. Oh, Hialeah, gorgeous.
Sea Caucus.
Yeah.
3 nights and 2 days.
But it's funny because Americans are seeking what they call Instagrammable destinations. Beautiful locations, unique experiences, all kinds of stuff. And it's because with the kids, my girlfriend has a daughter who's a teenager, 16, 17, and there was a restaurant that we went to that our buddy just opened up. And to hear her say, oh, this place is so Instagrammable.
Oh, yeah.
The way the decor was and everything. And it's like, this is going to be
Instagrammable.
Yes, this is a perfect place to take pictures for the gram. And that's what people are looking for with these. And I want to know out there, if you're listening at 47142, start off with Real Radio. You can call us at 877-927-6969. Or, of course, email Jimmy@realradio921.com. So the respondents in this survey believe that their home state has an average of 10 travel-worthy landmarks in it. What would be our 10 travel-worthy landmarks?
Oh, I think
you can put that in Florida.
Greek's place.
Yeah, I think there's a lot.
Like, well, what then? Landmarks.
I would think the Versace Mansion down in Miami. I would think any of the beaches in Fort Lauderdale or Miami.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily a landmark.
Well, I would think it is to me. It's a beautiful beach. People would want to go if they saw something like that. Bell Harbor. I mean, there's so many places down here that I could think of that people, in Jupiter where you got engaged.
The lighthouse.
I mean, I think that's a nice landmark. Breakers Hotel. That could be considered a landmark to some people.
I think one of the most known ones, and I'm sorry because I don't know the name of it, but the thing at the Keys, the southernmost part of the United States.
The buoy thing.
Yeah.
All the stuff up north where you went, I don't know, St. Augustine. I've never been past Jupiter, but I'm just saying.
Well, it has landmarks in there. Sure.
So you got the fort. You have the what's the help me, the Fountain of Youth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that. But the thing what you said about the Instagram, it's funny because a lot of restaurants are looking for that now when they put something together. And I heard a couple guys talking the other night. And the holidays, New York Prime had a Christmas tree outside with all lights and fake grass, and it was just. Everybody was taking pictures for Instagram and TikTok with everything like that. It's just what you talk about when you say the girl said that, this is a place to take some shots. And people love that. They love going out and, people love telling people what they're doing or where they're going. And here's where I was. I'm not that guy, never was, but I know the generation today, they want to show. But I'm trying to think of some other spots in Florida.
See, there's great places, but that's like as a place, a landmark, right? I mean, because I'm kind of being a little picky about how that word is.
Well, like Disney, I'm sure you could consider, right? Kennedy Space Center.
Yeah. Is that a landmark?
I mean, we can throw it in there. Why not?
All right, if that's the case, then you've got all of Orlando.
Yeah.
And everything around it. I mean, there's so much there.
Yeah. I mean, again, is what you consider really a landmark.
Yeah, that's the thing.
The Rapids, right here. That could be a landmark.
They're back open.
Where the Cardinals play, the Jupiter, right there. Roger Dean, Marlins Stadium, Hard Rock Stadium. That could be a landmark.
We got 3 football stadiums.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, I would put Hard Rock.
Pro, I should say.
Yeah, I would put Hard Rock.
Definitely have to narrow that down because, of course, you got the Swamp and Florida State and everybody. But
there's a lot of them. I think for Florida, I think we would easily have 10 that we can consider landmarks. But like I said, South Beach as a whole.
Other than that, with the sporting teams, there's got to be something in Tampa. Oh, strip clubs.
Yeah.
Hey, Monroe's Palm Beach. There you go.
Monroe's. Open bar Wednesdays 2 to 4.
Fetish Friday. Don't forget about the Wizards Ball.
Wizards Ball this Saturday. $500 costume contest.
It just comes right out.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so funny. 877-927-6969.
What's that area where it's like in a cave and they got the water?
Oh, the
water's
Devil's Den.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, Devil's Den looks really
That's
cool.
another one. I guess the Everglades.
Everglades?
You can consider that to some extent.
Sure.
Oh, speaking of that, you were talking earlier, what was that, in one of your What the Florida stories, Franny, about the Gator thing at Gatorland?
Oh, yeah. Gatorpalooza.
So it's a Gatorland's annual Florida Man Challenge, right?
Yes.
So apparently last year in May of 2021 was their first annual, so this must be their second one.
Okay.
If you mentioned that, I'm sorry I missed that. So I looked at there's a video on YouTube about it, and that whole thing where you said that the guys go in and they swim, through
they're supposed to run through the swamp and gator-infested waters.
Okay, so there's this swamp area, and it's specifically like one lake area, right? So this is how lame it is. There's an area that's cut out from the shore that goes out where there's a hand railing that goes all the way out, and then it comes to a point, but there's fencing that goes down in the water to the bottom. So they're inside that area, so the gators can't get to them.
Oh, that's a big difference.
So they run through that, right? And there's also a zip line over it, but I guess if you can stay on the zip line for so long, and then the guys fall off. And then there's two of them racing to that, and they race out the rowboats.
Okay.
And then there's other teams. So you got two teams, right? So there's three people in the rowboats. From that point, they have a boat race where they're rowing through, and that's where the gators can be surrounding them.
Okay.
And then they go by an area where the crowd is up on a tower type thing, and they're throwing hot dogs into the water. And of course, that attracts the gators. And so that's the dangerous part, if there's any. And then they go to the other side, and whoever crosses the finish line first. But it doesn't seem. I guess a gator could break through that fencing if it really wanted to. I mean, it's not all that. It's like just chicken wire.
Yeah, but it's not as I thought it was going to be a little bit more intense than that.
Yeah. We were trying to figure, how could it be? Plus, there was another part of that video where before they actually started the race, and they're standing right there, and there's a gator right next to them.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
either it's a mechanical one or it's a tame one.
Okay.
So
all right. So if you want to join Gatorpalooza, don't worry. You won't be eaten by a gator. They're making sure it's safe.
I guess they won't be calling us for advertising.
They're making it safe.
We're just being real.
Yes.
It's a thing to do. You don't have to worry about losing anything like an arm or a leg.
Hey, I guess it's like, swimming with the sharks and you're inside a cage, right? I mean, you could, when you're in a cage, you're pretty well safe. But
I'd still be scared.
I mean, is there a chance that the shark can break through? Is there a way it can destroy it?
We've seen videos where they do get in the cage, and that is terrifying.
So, Franny swam with the sharks. God bless her. I could never do it.
Well, you did it.
Outside
of the cage.
yeah.
I mean, you want to talk about balls of steel. Jesus.
Yeah, you got it.
And I want to do it again. Do it again.
Crazy.
Do it again. Are you kidding me?
No, not kidding.
Are you kidding me? Do it again. Yeah, do it again. That was it. Once was enough. No, Franny's got big stones. She jumped out of a plane. Shark. She swam with sharks. She works with me. I mean, come on.
Huge.
Oh, Jesus.
That's the most daredevil thing I do every day. Is get in the studio with Greek.
4 hours a day. You kidding me? Work with Greek, swim with sharks, jump out of planes. She does it all every day. She does the gator Monday to Friday, 10 to 12. I heard Franny the other night. I was driving around. I said, oh, my God, I know that voice. And she does a great job on 98.7. So if you guys want to listen to Gator late at night, you're in your car, remember Francis, and you will hear her. It is the Penthouse on a Thursday. We're going to come back with some Florida stories. What are we tipping the scales with?
Well, hey, how about I give you some more details about Gatorpalooza coming up May 14th and 15th if you want to go there.
Yeah.
And I got a bunch of other stuff. Just go to realradio921.com, click on the Penthouse blog. I have been busy today, and I'm still posting, and you're going to see a couple of the Florida stories that I will be mentioning when we get back on Real Radio 92.1.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real Radio wants to provide the assist for your summer plans by putting $1,000 in your hand. We're talking about $1,000 9 times a day. Listen for the keyword to win $1,000 weekdays from 9:05 a.m. to 5:05 p.m. Take that keyword and enter it on our website at realradio921.com. Then wait for your phone to ring from a number you won't recognize. If it does, answer it, because that's how you get $1,000 in your hand. This contest presented locally by the Glass Chamber, your local smoke shop. Exotic sodas, Delta 8, Puffco, and the newest disposables. Huge selection, best prices, weekly specials, and an amazing staff that will take great care of you. 7 convenient locations. Visit glasschamberfl.com for more.
At Morgan & Morgan, the fee is free. You don't pay us anything unless we win your case.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy as we move through this Thursday. A few tiny showers could move on shore at times, but overall, we're looking nice out there as we move through the rest of the day. It's windy with an east wind around 15 to 20 miles per hour. will stay breezy as we move through the next few days. Highs are near 80 degrees.
This report is sponsored by Blindster. Need new blinds or shades? Blindster.com offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are easy to install and guaranteed to fit. And right now, save 45% off any order. Just use code RADIO at checkout. Blindster.com.
Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, talks about timeshare cancellation.
If I could help everybody that has been lied to when buying a timeshare, I would. But the honest truth is, I can't. And those that are telling you that they can without knowing the specifics of your timeshare, well, they're lying too. But if you were misled when buying a timeshare, if you were told your timeshare was a great investment or your maintenance fees would never go up, I might be able to help. 10 years ago, I was sued for millions of dollars by a timeshare giant in federal court with everything to lose. My home, my money, my kids' future. But I fought. I won because I fought for what was right, helping folks that have been lied to cancel their timeshare. Unfortunately, we can't help everyone, but I guarantee you if we take you as a client, we will cancel your timeshare contract or you'll pay nothing.
Call Wesley now for your free information kit. 800-656-1155. 800-656-1155. 800-656-1155.
Hayes Creek from Monroe's and Palm Beach, where you can find beautiful ladies 7 days a week, great atmosphere, and a 5-star menu. And coming up April 23rd, it's the Wizards Ball. You don't want to miss it. 500 cash prizes for the best costume in the house. Monroe's open 7 days a week till 5 a.m. Beautiful ladies, 5-star menu, and a great place to just hang your hat. And April 23rd, it's Monroe's, a Palm Beach Wizards Ball. Peace.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-568-2790. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-568-2790. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-568-2790. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-568-2790. 800-568-2790.
This is Matt Crowder live at the gas station on 41st Street reporting on those skyrocketing gas prices. Excuse me, miss, are you buying less gas now because of the high prices?
Oh, I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Get Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute, are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
Well, does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, well, there you have it. Stop paying full price for gas. Download the free Get Upside app and get real cash back every time you buy gas. This is Matt Crowder, Radio News Network. Download the free Get Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code HYBRID for a $5 bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code HYBRID for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code HYBRID.
As a marketer, you want to reach everyone, adults, teens, millennials, but it's not like these groups all hang out in the same place, right? Actually wrong. They're all right here, listening to radio commercials just like this one. Radio ads connect with 93% of Americans every week. That's more than Google, more than Facebook, more than TV. In fact, radio reaches 20% more millennials than TV. Want more of the people you want to talk to all in one place? Visit iHeartAdvertising.com and get AM/FM working for you. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, talks about timeshare cancellation.
If I could help everybody that has been lied to when buying a timeshare, I would. But the honest truth is, I can't. And those that are telling you that they can without knowing the specifics of your timeshare, well, they're lying too. But if you were misled when buying a timeshare, if you were told your timeshare was a great investment or your maintenance fees would never go up, I might be able to help. 10 years ago, I was sued for millions of dollars by a timeshare giant in federal court with everything to lose. My home, my money, my kids' future. But I fought. I won because I fought for what was right, helping folks that have been lied to cancel their timeshare. Unfortunately, we can't help everyone, but I guarantee you if we take you as a client, we will cancel your timeshare contract or you'll pay nothing.
Call Wesley now for your free information kit. 800-656-1155. 800-656-1155. 800-656-1155.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Palm Beach expressways look good. 95 and the Turnpike, both accident-free. Downtown West Palm, a bit of a mess getting around. Many streets shut down due to a Sunfest setup, including Flagler Drive. While you're out, make sure that you slow down for bicycles. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by the Ben Ferguson Podcast.
Coming up on the Ben Ferguson Podcast all week, Democrats are terrified that they are going to lose the midterm election. So now they're moving back to bribing you to get your vote. That's right, with a lot of government programs. I'll give you the list. Download the Ben Ferguson Podcast now.
This is WCCR FM, West Palm Beach, Real Radio 92.1, powered by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Been in an accident? Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter the keyword FUN, F-U-N, on our website, realradio921.com. That's FUN, F-U-N, on our website, realradio921.com. Good luck from Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you are back in the Penthouse. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you were tuned in when you heard my voice before you just heard my voice just now, because I was giving you a keyword.
High five!
To win $1,000. A grain in your hand. Payday is back, and that word is fun.
F-U-N.
Yes, fun. Like what we're doing here on the Penthouse, having so much fun.
Oh, that sounded a little sarcastic.
Just take that keyword and go to realradio921.com, and that's where you're going to enter it. Don't worry, it'll queue you up right when you head onto our website. There's going to be a little pop-up, and it's like grain in your hand, and that's where you're going to enter it. And hopefully you'll win $1,000 because we really want you when I'm talking to you. We want you to win $1,000. Hello, This is Franny on a little Friday. Of course, we have Jimmy with us.
Hello, and good afternoon.
And G-Man.
What's happening, everybody, on a Thursday afternoon? Hope you guys are having a good day and enjoying yourself. I think that was a slap. And we're going to get back over to Franny, throw it back in her corner for some Florida stories.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida?
I'm from Florida?
WTF.
What the Florida?
Well, I got a bunch of these stories on our website, realradio921.com. Click on the Penthouse blog, and we're going to start with a Florida sheriff who is not very happy with his daughter right now. This Franklin County sheriff, his name is A.J. Smith. Well, he had to arrest his daughter. It looks like this sheriff is known for trying to get meth off his streets. And the last person he expected to arrest was his very own little girl, his daughter. They ended up doing what we found out is a controlled buy, which is a sting where they go and they try to purchase undercover drugs. And that's what they did with his daughter. And she delivered a couple ounces of meth and was arrested. So this is something he knew that they were going to do, what was going on, but it's still got to be heartbreaking. And Jimmy, you got to talk to Sheriff Smith, didn't you?
I did, yeah. He was pretty upset.
Our narcotics guys have been working a case. One arrest, another person who was involved who happened to be my daughter. We did a control buy with my daughter, and she delivered over 2 ounces. That's when she was arrested. You think I've seen my child in an orange jumpsuit back in a jail cell? Well, of course not.
Yeah. So,
that's gotta hurt.
Absolutely. So 38-year-old Kristen Kent was arrested for trafficking meth this past afternoon, or Monday afternoon. And on top of that, there was a 25-year-old Bailey Adair Lee was also arrested and charged with trafficking meth of 14 grams or over. So not a good day. Not a good day for a sheriff and his daughter. And then next up, you can find this fun video. And I've heard this before about them and swans, but geese, they're not super friendly, especially if you are going near their nest or their young.
That's like a lot of animals.
And this happened with this Canadian goose. And there was onlookers who saw it coming, and they're like, I got to pull out my phone. This is going to be fun. Because they knew that there was a goose there, and they saw the nest. So it looks like they're filming from like inside a building. And there was this one woman who did not realize that she was going to fall victim to a nearby attacker, which was a Canadian goose. This woman managed to escape her attacker, though, but she dropped all of her belongings in a parking lot, and she had to wait for somebody to help her retrieve them. And I laughed because it's just a very funny scene that unfolded. Her name is Victoria Willard. Victoria Willard was one who was posting this, and she put it on her TikTok. And her and others were watching, and she posted, she was like, this woman doesn't even expect it. You can hear somebody saying, the goose is visible to the onlookers, but not to the victim, who is looking down at her phone as she's walking by. So the woman not paying attention, looking at her phone, and people are saying to somebody else, like, is she even paying any attention? They're like, nope. Then the goose makes its move. It swoops towards a woman, flying straight at her. She just drops all of her belongings on the pavement.
I'm out.
And other onlookers are screaming, no! She drops everything. So you can watch as this happened. Don't worry, nobody was injured during this. It was just probably kind of scary. And she did not see it coming because she was paying attention to her phone, not that she was walking by a nest and a goose. So
that's got to be frightening.
It was very, I've never a goose, but those damn mockingbirds, man, those things will swoop at you too during like nesting season as well too. One used to always go after my bulldog, just nip her right in the butt, swoop down and doop.
I mean, anytime an animal comes at you, you don't expect you get a little startled.
Yeah.
Definitely like, we moved the basketball thing one time, there's a bunch of frogs. You were like, oh my God, what the hell's that?
Frogs.
They're frogs.
And then, as I mentioned, I was going to give you a heads up. I'm giving you plans for May 14th and 15th. We have Gatorland's Gatorpalooza.
Yeah!
And it's returning to the alligator capital of the world, deep in the heart of Florida. Mm-hmm. And in the heart of alligator mating season, so you might be able to see some gators get it on.
All right, gator porn. Yeah! Gator porn. You haven't lived.
Check out. Wow.
You have not lived until you watch gator porn.
On top of that,
ooh, nice pun.
You got live music, games, and giveaways. The park is also hosting markets and food vendors. And if that's not enough to get you to Gatorland.
What is?
There's the whole being held inside a zoo thing. Listen, during that weekend-long festival, they're going to be hosting their second annual Florida Man Challenge.
Yeah, baby.
They say the event lives up to its name.
To its hype.
By being brazenly and courageously stupid, is what they say.
That is a great idea.
The triathlon-style event has competitors run through a gator-infested swamp to make it to the finish line. They said, we are excited to host our Gatorpalooza Festival again and roll out Gatorland's unique style of fun and excitement during this special weekend. The event runs on May 14th through the 15th. And check this out. If you're a Florida resident, you get half-price single-day admission to the park with a valid state ID for the entire month. And that is your What the Florida.
Pretty cool.
Thank you, Florida.
Thank you, Florida. Speaking of Gators, it was Steve Spurrier's birthday yesterday. And he's one of the only people in the College Football Hall of Fame as a coach and a player. So happy birthday, Steve Spurrier. And he also brought a championship years ago. I'm guessing right now, just off the memory, was 96 when the Gators were champs. Go, Gators! And we are the home of the Florida Gators every year on Real Radio 92.1. Before you know it, it will be football season. I know I'm a little early. It's only April, but I'm hoping for football season to come back. And we're excited about that. It is the Penthouse on a Thursday. We're going to come back. Do you have a secret maybe that could ruin your relationship? We'll talk about that and so much more in the Penthouse. Peace.
We'll be your friend. Follow us at Real Radio 92.1 on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy as we move through this Thursday. A few tiny showers could move on shore at times, but overall, we're looking nice out there as we move through the rest of the day. It's windy with an east wind around 15 to 20 miles per hour. We'll stay breezy as we move through the next few days. Highs are near 80 degrees.
This report is sponsored by Blindster. New blinds or shades? Blindster.com offers custom-made blinds and shades and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are easy to install and guaranteed to fit. And right now, save 45% off any order. Just use code radio at checkout. Blindster.com.
Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, talks about timeshare cancellation.
If I could help everybody that has been lied to when buying a timeshare, I would. But the honest truth is, I can't. And those that are telling you that they can without knowing the specifics of your timeshare, well, they're lying too. But if you were misled when buying a timeshare, if you were told your timeshare was a great investment or your maintenance fees would never go up, I might be able to help. 10 years ago, I was sued for millions of dollars by a timeshare giant in federal court with everything to lose. My home, my money, my kids' future. But I fought. I won because I fought for what was right, helping folks that have been lied to cancel their timeshare. Unfortunately, we can't help everyone, but I guarantee you if we take you as a client, we will cancel your timeshare contract or you'll pay nothing.
Call Wesley now for your free information kit. 800-656-1155. 800-656-1155. 800-656-1155.
Hey, it's the Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. When you get down to Gulfstream Park, you gotta stop by Tito's Handmade Vodka Raw Bar. Great seafood, Bloody Marys, and Tito's. It's a trifecta that you'll hit before you get in the gate. And if your horse isn't winning, you'll feel like a winner when you're at Tito's Raw Bar. Every time I'm at Gulfstream Park, that's where I'm at. Tito's Raw Bar. Stop by next time you're at the track. Gulfstream Park, Tito's Raw Bar. It's a perfect combination. You're a winner, and you're in the winner's circle already with Tito's Handmade Vodka.
What can you buy these days for $5? Prices are rising on gas, food, and rent. Tri-Rail is here to get you across South Florida for as low as $5 on weekdays and just $5 round trip on weekends. Plus, there are free Uber and taxi connections to get you where you're going. It's one of the best deals in town, so skip the traffic and save money. Visit tri-rail.com for details.
Tri-Rail gets you where you want to go.
Need new blinds or shades? Blindster.com offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are easy to install and guaranteed to fit. And right now, save 45% off any order. Just use code radio at checkout. Blindster.com.
People often ask me, how much money do I have to pay you up front to be my personal lawyer? The answer is nothing. It's free unless we win. What about a slip and fall or car crash case? Free unless we win.
Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
For over 150 years, CIBC has helped people go from where they are to wherever they want to be. Commercial banking, capital markets, private wealth. CIBC. Ambitions made real. CIBC Bank USA, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you're a small business, there are lots of choices when it comes to your internet and technology needs. But when you choose Comcast Business Internet, you choose the largest, fastest, reliable network. You choose advanced security for total peace of mind. And you choose fiber solutions with speeds up to 10 gigs available to more small businesses than any other provider. That's virtually everywhere we serve. The choice is clear. Get unbeatable business solutions from the most innovative company. Comcast Business. Powering possibilities.
Get started with internet for $30 a month for 12 months with no annual contract required. Plus, ask how to get a $650 prepaid card with a qualifying bundle. Call or go online today to learn more. Offer ends 4/21/22. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. New Comcast Business 35 megabits per second internet customers only. Most innovative based on American Business 2021 Gold Stevie Award. Equipment, installation, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change.
I tend to second guess dinners with friends because they're often interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall. If you're allergic to pork or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit Creon.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREON.com.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Palm Beach expressways look good. 95 and the Turnpike, both accident-free. Downtown West Palm, a bit of a mess getting around. Many streets shut down due to a Sunfest setup, including Flagler Drive. While you're out, make sure that you slow down for bicycles. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Don't be a dummy. Be the smartest person in the room by listening to Red Pilled America, where this week we tell the story of how Candace Owens was instantly red-pilled. Listen to Red Pilled America every week on the free iHeartRadio app. That's Red Pilled America.
There's an app for everything. And I bet you have multiple apps on your phone just to order food, get a ride, or even find a date. But we made the iHeartRadio app your all-in-one app. Your favorite music, radio stations, and podcasts together, and all for free. Listen to your favorite radio station anywhere you want, plus all your favorite
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Penthouse on a Thursday afternoon. Hope you guys are having a good